All right.
Oh my god.
What were we doing? That's the question.
I don't know. I know we time skipped finally, and Tim was here.
We might be at paralogs. I'm not sure. Running.
All the running. I know you just went running around doing everything.
Were we in
Talking
exploration?
to everyone. I think we were just finishing it up.
Maybe.
I think we were thinking about doing supports.
Oh, probably. Because we have some.
Oh, I gotta make this big. There we go.
Yeah, we have like 57.
We have some. Oh god, support stream.
Well.
It's because a lot of them were locked behind.
Yeah, time skip.
Professor.
Time skip.
Oh my god.
God, yes!
Professor. So good.
Yes, these are.
No,
fleeting.
go back
Though I
outside.
know we're short on arcane crystals. I'll make a note to keep some in reserve next time.
Will you need anything else?
No more materials, if that's what you're asking. Though I do still require a test subject.
Great.
A what?
Not a what, who? Meaning you. Now, lie
Rude.
still, please.
Does this have to happen now?
Fair point. A bit of rest to clear my head would be good for the next steps. Let us leave off here, and I shall see you again in the morning.
There's no talking you out of this, is there?
I'd better make some headway on this tomorrow. Every day counts, you know. If I can complete this ritual, I'll be famous throughout the known world for it. Oh
god. Why do all this?
The prestige it will bring me is necessary to restore my fallen house. Or was your question, why go to so much trouble for a fallen house? Because
Defensive
I am
much?
a nouvelle, as were all my ancestors.
I mean,
and our line has endured too long.
that's how family works.
Fair. Why would it end with you?
Oh, yes. You don't know. Well, seeing as you are serving both as my research assistant and test subject, I should explain myself.
It got quiet.
House
did.
Nouvelle was granted its peerage shortly after the establishment of the Empire. For generations, the heads of our house have been scholars of magic. They often enjoyed appointments to esteemed posts within the Empire. However, during the insurrection of the Seven, we cast our lot with the Emperor and were punished for it. We suffered further losses when we were used as a sacrifice to Dagda and Bridget during their attack. My family, including my parents and older brother, died then. The town of Nouvelle is now an ash heap. The six great families decreed this to be the end of my house. We have not left now but the name. No title?
And
no
you.
subjects? No land? Everything I was to inherit has been taken from me.
I see.
What I require is an achievement so grand that our next ruler would be forced to recognize it. And then, House Nouvelle will take its rightful place among the elite class once more.
Now I understand.
You understand that to collaborate with me towards such a grand purpose is a high honor, don't you? But yes,
I guess.
good night. I expect to see you bright and early tomorrow.
And we don't get to see that part, do we?
No.
Nope. I've been trying to lean away from the mic so you guys don't hear me crunching. She caught me in the middle of a cracker. Bork.
So, the insurrection... Bork? There's no borking.
No, it was in the game. You
Oh,
ran past
I'm
the
like,
dog.
my dogs aren't borking.
No.
The
Who's
insurrection of the Seven was basically several families, including Ferdinand's and Hubert's, took power from Edelgard's father.
Okay.
And Nouvelle must have sided with the Emperor. And so they were destroyed in that struggle.
Oh. Well.
Professor.
Okay.
Hi, Ingrid.
Sup, girl? Hi, girl,
Apologies
hi.
for bothering you so late. I just really wanted to speak with you.
Fair. I'm happy to listen. If you must, rude.
Thank you.
I guess I'll be
You
here.
see, I've been feeling conflicted about my future. It may seem petty to worry about such things in the middle of a war like this.
I don't think it's petty. Let's hear it anyway. You can be so mean.
This isn't something I open
can.
up about with many people. Feeling such a sense of inner turmoil while a war rages on, and others are fighting with all they have, well, it feels a little selfish. The truth is, I've wanted to be a knight ever since I was a small child. Not just any knight, like one you might find serving within the castle guard.
And this
But
is
a
why they're
true
scum
knight.
lad, bro.
One serving a master. However, my
Is scum
father
lad a
has
dick to
always had
everybody?
different plans for me. He wants me to
Sometimes.
marry for the benefit of the
Gumlad is
Galatea
more of a
family.
manipulator. He tells people what they want to hear, but he is scum.
Oh, okay. You don't have to do what you don't want to.
Defying my father feels wrong. I've seen how he's struggled over the years. His burden has always been far greater than any I've had to bear myself. While he fed me extravagant meals, he subsisted on meager portions and watered-down soups. He never once complained, even though he must have been starving. Knowing his sacrifices, I've never been able to tell him of my dream of becoming a knight. Although ultimately, I find myself betraying his wishes. Now that I've parted ways with my father, there is nothing to stop me from pursuing my dream. But even if I do become a knight, I feel an unease deep within me. I fear I will never escape this guilt I carry, that I have shunned my duty as a noble.
Could you find a way to do both?
To follow both my dream and my duty? I had never considered that as an option. Perhaps there is a way. Even with the academy days long behind us, you're still a professor through and through. Always listening to others' troubles.
try.
And offering up your wisdom. I really am grateful for all that you do for us, Professor. I hope you'll always be here as a guide to everyone.
Aww.
I know I myself would appreciate that deeply.
Sorry, I was asleep for 5 years. Hi, Vex. Come be
Hi,
my
Vex.
knight. Fair.
Connie would have been, what, 4 or 5 when it happened? I don't know. How old was Edelgard? Because I think they're the same age.
I could see
Yeah,
that.
because Constance is 23 and Edelgard is 23 after the time skip. So they would have been the same age when that happened. So however old Edelgard was.
Professor?
Which I'm not sure. I know he was like, I think 8 when she was taken from Enbar and all that stuff happened, but I'm assuming the insurrection would have been before that, but I don't know how long before.
I know nothing. Kita did
Yeah.
recruit everyone. Heck yes.
Yes, we have everyone.
And this is
Did
literally
we
the day
use-
after time skip, so.
Yes, we used all our points. We should have done everything, right? I think we did.
I think we did. All we have left is the videos.
Okay.
Ding. Instruct those kids. Well, I guess they're not kids anymore.
No, we sit at a table now.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah. We all just sit at a table
So,
now and discuss
If you don't
things.
have everyone, or is this only the one house?
We should have most people. We may not have Ash, though. Yeah, we're missing Ash. Lorenz is here with us, though, because I saw him. So, like,
Yeah.
all the golden deer should be with us. Are we missing any of the black eagles? I don't think so. Yeah, we have all the black eagles. We're missing Ash. I think that's the only one we're missing, because he sides with his, like, he goes with, was it House Row or something? So we have to go get him back.
Rude.
Yeah, because I had to do that in Church Route, too. I had to actually get Ash and Lorenz, because Lorenz wasn't there either, because Lorenz's father sides with Edelgard.
Why is he here
So-
for golden deer then?
Well, he is a Golden Deer student, so I think they all follow you. If
Oh,
they're
okay.
in your main house. Like, I would assume that if you do Blue Lions, Ash would be there. I don't know
That
for
makes
sure,
sense.
but I'm assuming. So,
Just out of commitment.
yeah. Pretty much. Now we have pointless meetings. Yes, this is pretty much our war room.
Yeah, that makes sense, but also is weird.
Yeah, well, like I said, you can do faculty training with any of the students now, too. So they can teach you things.
Oh,
That's
how the
pretty
turntables.
interesting. Oh, how the turntables. Shit, did not want to do Faith. Well, F.
Reload. No.
Not reloading for that. That's not worth the reload. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no, we've had all the people for a while, I think.
Yeah. We have. Because it didn't take super long to recruit everyone, because my problem was I couldn't recruit Hilda and Church Route until, like, right before the time skip. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Even with New Game Plus?
Mm-hmm. It's because, well, you can't recruit her at all in Crimson Flower, but you can't start giving her gifts until after you make the decision between Rhea and Edelgard. I think it's the month after, something like that. So yeah, it's kind of annoying to recruit Hilda in Church Route.
I'm actually surprised you can, because you can't do like to do or Hubert.
Hilda isn't like,
Yeah. She's like weirdly faithful, not faithful.
well, I think Dedue and Hubert have a different kind of sense of loyalty, where it's like, it's not just loyalty, it's also a duty, and it's kind of, at least for
Oh, yeah.
Hubert, I can't speak for Dedue, but at least for Hubert, I mean, from the time he was a small child, it was like, you know, you're taking care of her sort of thing.
And it almost seems like that's the same for Dedue. At least
Yeah.
from like comics I've seen. So.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but the Alliance doesn't really work the same way.
Yeah. Leonie, why are you so hot?
Nothing to get excited about.
I mean, if you didn't talk about her dad anymore, but
But
the
she
shocker,
does.
You still do. Yeah.
She's still into him.
I am relieved. Seems
She has a
simple
problem.
enough.
All right, what
I
is
am
he?
quite pleased.
What do we
The
need
Alliance
for?
is like in-game America.
What do we need
Which one's
for?
Alliance again?
Alliance is Golden Deer.
Okay.
They're not really a, like, there's the Empire, the Kingdom, and then the Alliance. So,
And they just want things to be peaceful and happy and stop it.
not
entirely sure.
necessarily. That's kind of putting it. Not necessarily. There's actually a bit of fighting within the Alliance
That doesn't surprise me.
because, like, some of them support Edelgard and some of them don't. So it's not really so
Right.
much that. It's just like less of a kingdom mentality than the Kingdom or the Empire.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I
we
mean,
need
it's
an
still
A
hot.
in heavy
Just try not
armor?
to think about it. Seriously, though.
We need an A
Leonie
in
couldn't
heavy
get
armor.
daddy out of your dad, so now she's trying to make a mommy out of Byleth. Oh god, no.
Salt,
I ain't going for it.
starve, power!
Great Destroyer, thank you so much for the resub for 6 months. So many months.
So many.
Appreciate the resub. I hope you enjoy your emotes and also your sub badge. Okay, Twitch, that was yesterday, but you do you. Well, Amy.
But you do you.
That. Bernie.
I'm glad I'm getting better.
I like your thigh pouch. That would never stay on me. Proof from We Fit. Or We Fit, Ring Fit. Because you have to have, for Ring Fitness, you have to have not just the ring, but also a strap with a Joy-Con attached to it around your thigh. And as I run, slowly slips. Sucks. I hate it. That's the only way the Joy-Con knows if you're running. Ow.
Are you enjoying your food over there?
I am.
Sounds like you are.
I was really hoping Shaka would get home sooner. But F.
It happens.
I was gonna make avocado toast.
Ooh, I mean, we
But
could have a
they
neck
had
of
no
dark
avocado.
flour.
And I was upset. Ooh.
That's unfortunate.
It was like the avocado spread. Like they had avocados, but there was no spread.
Alright, I need to change her goals then.
I've already eaten half the sleeve. I should put it away.
Well. I just hear cats screeching
Avocado
in the
toast.
background.
I was like, what the hell? It wouldn't, you know how, when you open a box, you can reseal it with just that little tab? I had to like punch the hole open to be able to put the tab in there, and it was wanting to just rip instead.
Oh. Well, okay
That's
then.
what I want.
Thoughts?
Avocado toast, okay, millennial. I'll accept it.
Why is Flame back there? Fighting doesn't usually wear me out, but 5 years is a real long time. I'm no strategical genius, but I feel like we should end this as fast as we can. You...
We need to ensure fewest possible casualties.
Figured as much.
He's already motivated. What a
Professor?
strange group. No.
But she wasn't even there. Oh, she looks so worried.
You're curious to know how Petra is doing.
Professor, please do not be concerned.
Just by
I
looking
just
at
did
pictures,
too
that
much
guy loves her.
overworking and lost my strength.
Petra?
Uh-huh. Are you okay?
Yes, I have no problems. Accept my apology for giving you worry. I have sorrow. I mean, I am sorry to be fainting at a time like this. Even though I was not asking for your care and attention, you gave it willingly.
Excuse me. It was the least I could do. I'll go with that one.
I am thinking
The other
that
one
is
sounds a little
incorrect.
impressive.
Will you have a listen to me? There is something that I must be saying. I am thinking you already have knowledge of why I came to Fodlin. Not for studying,
No.
but as a hostage for the Empire. So that
No.
Bridget would not be rebelling anymore.
Yeah.
It feels
I
like
mean, no, I did not know
a
that,
knife
Petra.
against my throat. That I am making my grandfather obey the Empire. If I were running away from the Empire, then Bridget would be defeated. I am not having any options. To be living,
So if she was
I
Black
must
Eagle,
be
she wouldn't
fighting
have
to
this problem?
win. For Bridget to be living, the Empire
No, she
needs
was-
to be crushed.
She originally
So I
came
must be
kind of as a
crushing the
hostage,
Empire.
like, to keep Bridget from rebelling, I believe. So, I mean, even, like, pre-time skip, that was why she was here. But if you side with Edelgard, it's more like she and Edelgard kind of try to, or at least Petra's goal is to kind of try to have a more amicable relationship with the Empire, like through Edelgard, so that, you know, to make things better for Brigid.
That makes sense.
That is what my people are wanting from me. And what my grandfather, the King of Brigid, is wanting.
What do you want?
My want?
Fuck all
I
these
am not
boomers. What do you
knowing of
want?
that. The wants of my people are something I have power to achieve. Their wants are my own.
Only you can know what you want.
What I really want,
Hi, Dalton.
I have understanding. Wait, no, I actually do not have understanding.
Aw.
Yet, what I am understanding is that there is something I am not understanding. Before the war is over, I will have understanding. That you can be counting on.
Okay. Aw, poor Petra. Mother hen mode activated. Fishing with Balthus as of late. Quite skilled using fire magic to cook and catch quarry. I mean, that's fair. Tempura coated chicken nuggies. And pepperoni calzone. Vex, share? Hi, hero. She's a tough woman. I don't think I could do what she does. Hell no. I couldn't. I mean, I guess if I had
There's
to.
a lot riding on her shoulders.
Right.
And she's very young. She's like 20 at this point.
Right.
I think I got it.
You got it,
What
very
you
much.
want, what you really, really want.
Impressed
Tell you
yet?
what I want, what I really, really wanna.
St. Saros Day is today. Great.
What does that mean? Oh,
Oh, we
sing?
just go, yeah, it's just singing.
Wives! Can we choose? Oh,
No.
my wife!
This is no good. Sing from your
Well, she
diaphragm.
knew
she's
you
here.
wanted her.
Get it?
Hell yeah. So this is random?
Professor,
Is this random?
I'd like to sing for you.
That's amazing.
Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
Okay.
God.
Okay, Ferd.
What? Zigga.
There's still more to
Fucking
learn.
text to speech. Okay, Violet. And make Gary attend every single ceremony if I could. Oh my god. Does he hate it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he hates singing.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, I mean, I guess we can do these. These are just little quests. And then we
Okay.
could explore, because the next time there will be an eating thing.
Okay.
It's Sweet Tooth Week and Kit Kat's birthday. So there's that.
It's our birthday.
It is. It's coming up in a week.
Our birthday.
Our birthday. You having fun over there?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Before we do these little battles, I guess we should have support session.
Support session. It's time
I
for them
mean-
supports. Okay, put on this fan and I got cold real fast.
Marianne, I've been meaning to thank you. The books that you lent me have proved most fascinating. Would you permit me to offer you tea as a token of my gratitude?
I'm a little busy right now. Maybe later tonight?
Fuck no.
Of course. I will look forward to it.
Okay.
Thank you for inviting me over.
Certainly. Thank you for coming. Oh, and please, relax. This is no formal occasion.
Oh, this tea
Tea
tastes
picture.
so good.
Doesn't it just? Oh, this is my absolute favorite. I'm pleased you like it. This pastry may suit your palate also.
If
It is
only they
commonly paired
animated
with this
these.
tea in my homeland.
It's sweet.
It'd be nice.
It complements the
It would be nice.
astringency
Tea time
of
with the two
tea.
of them.
You have exquisite taste, and there is plenty more where that came from.
It does
We simply
cost
must
money.
do this again.
But
You
my
want to spend more
immersion.
time with me?
My immersion.
Naturally.
Well, that's... Actually,
That-
there's something I need to say.
Yes? What is it?
I've been keeping this from you for a while. It's about my crest. It's just terrible.
Please, that's quite enough.
Oh,
The fuck?
You're trembling. If uttering this secret hurts you, then I have no desire to hear it.
Aw.
it's just...
I think she trusts
Your
you, though.
smile is
That's
a
the
greater
point.
gift to me than any truth. Whatever
That's
you
weird.
have hitherto concealed, I am certain it is essential to you, and I do wish to know it. But not until the day arrives when you can tell me with a smile on your face. I am not the sort of man to prize my own knowledge over others' happiness, you know. Besides, the mystery is part of your charm.
Cute,
You're
maybe?
funny, Lawrence.
There, that's what I mean. Your beauty is always captivated, but that smile truly warms my heart.
This is the first time I've smiled in so long, and I have your kindness to thank for that.
This is weird.
As I've said, you are perfect just as you are. But I suppose I can take a little credit. Yes, your radiant smile shall illuminate all the world. With me by your side, you will not be able to help it.
There it is.
This is...
I'm looking forward to that.
So is this just like... This is romance without it being confirmed? What the fuck?
Yeah, some A supports are romantic, some A supports are just friendly, but that doesn't mean they'll end up together just because they got an A support.
That's weird.
I feel like he was trying, so
Absolutely.
I give him points for trying.
Yeah. I'm gonna barf, Dalton. Runs at his best, and Mary likes it?
I think
I mean, he
Lorenz,
was being sweet, but...
I think he at least gets better, like he has more of an arc, you know what I mean? As opposed to not changing or not growing.
Catherine.
So. Catherine is still completely up Rhea's butt. She's not even here. And Catherine's
Rhea's
still
not
up
even
her
fucking-
butt.
I heard what you did. I'm disappointed, Leonie.
Did you dig up my
Well,
father?
Shamir, what have you heard exactly?
What happened?
You aimed your bow at a group of students passing through the monastery. Was this your
They
idiotic
deserve
idea
it.
of training? I told you to be cautious.
I'm sorry. Idiotic's a bit harsh, though, isn't it?
What were you planning on doing after you took aim? Shooting passersby? Of course not. If you want to train,
I mean,
choose a
maybe I
target
was.
you can actually shoot.
I know.
Maybe
Everyone was
Leonie
pretty
hates the
mad.
kids.
I really am sorry.
Nobody's happy to have a bow pointed at them.
My
If
mentor
Gerald's
used
dead,
to do
everyone
that kind of
dies.
thing a lot.
Mentor.
That would be her
Is that
vengeance.
Gerald? I don't know much about him.
Oh my god.
Did he really do that?
Would and did. Mostly when he was drunk, though.
Not a good habit to emulate. From now on, only aim at bugs, like I showed you.
But, I don't really like bugs.
You
Even
don't like
better?
bugs? That
So
should make you want
no?
to aim at them even more.
Yeah.
I just can't look at them. Seeing all the extra legs and things, ugh, makes my skin crawl.
So
Then
shoot
just
them.
draw some spiders and hang them on the walls. Aim at the drawings whenever you pass one. Overcome your fear of bugs while you train.
You want me to draw spiders? Ew, no. Would that even help?
Yes, I should know.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
You were scared of them too?
I was, but they don't bother me anymore.
Okay,
Not
you've
since
talked
the
me into
incident.
it. I'll give it a try.
And don't hang them where other people might pass.
Catherine loves the
Got
booty.
got it. Learn my lesson.
It's true.
Promise.
I'm choosing to believe that.
Have a level B, shimmy. That explains the one lost item. What lost item? Bless you?
One of the lost items is a centipede drawing with like a hole through it, and it's Shamir's.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
How did you know Dorothea was an orphan?
Rude?
I hear she buttered up some noble and he enrolled her in the academy.
What the fuck?
She's higher ranking than us lot.
Did you hear about the orphan? Like who says that? That's just rude.
That's so mean. Aw.
I suggest ignoring them.
Lynn, don't scare me like that.
You seem less scared than surprised, but that's quibbling, I suppose. As for those two gossips, unimportant. I suggest forgetting all about them and their petty words. Join me for a meal. I've been the target of a lot of gossip, and eating generally makes me feel better.
Don't pretend we're the same.
What are you, Raphael?
If I could brush it off so easily, I would.
It doesn't seem particularly difficult. Where's the problem? Is this about your pride?
No, not even a little bit.
What then?
Lynn, please just go away. I
Wow.
want to be alone right now.
That's fine. But your life is your own business. It's not something that can be affected by the petty words of a stranger. Sorry. I kept talking, didn't I? I'll stop
Yep.
now.
You should.
Please do.
Please shut up.
Call it the fuck out.
Hi, lots of nines. Dragon? I thought Rhea was your wife, Dragon. Him.
Fucking orphans walking around here like they own the place.
There he is. Okay, Bernie, you can do this.
Oh, Bernadetta.
What's up?
Sorry, just passing through. Didn't mean to scare you again.
No, it's all right. Actually, I came to talk to you. I owe you an apology. It's, long overdue.
Huh? What do you have to apologize for?
I'm hopelessly terrified of you. So every time I see you, I kind of lose my mind. But once you're gone and I get time to calm down, I realize I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you before. I feel awful. I hope you can forgive me.
Come on now. It's alright. I wasn't really that bothered by it. Promise. I should have been more careful not to scare you. I'm a big guy, and my muscles can be intimidating.
No, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault.
How about this? Let's say it's both our fault, and call it even. But you know, I've been thinking. You really are scared of everything. Is there something we can do to fix that?
You mean like a cure?
Something like that. I think we can figure this out. Your biggest fear is talking to people, right? If that's the case, you need to change the way you think about talking. Right now, you think it's bad, so you're afraid to do it. I figure if you talk to more people, then you'll think talking is good. It might be hard to suddenly start talking to people, though. You're gonna need to take it slow. Oh, I know. Start with me.
With you? That'll be, tough. Maybe, maybe if you turn around, face the other way.
I guess if that's what you need. How's this? I bet if you get used to talking to me, your fears will go away in no time.
You're, still really intimidating. But, okay, I'll give it a try.
Could we just never hear that conversation?
Nope.
Why did this have to happen? Getting separated from my own troop. I'm a failure as a commander. It's already almost sunset. My wounds are aching, and I'm so hungry. Maybe I'm just gonna die right here. But no! That's such a pathetic way to die.
Wow.
I wonder if the rest of my soldiers are okay. I'm so worried about them.
Up and at 'em, Annette. There you go.
Caspar? What are you doing here? I was wounded in the forest, lost sight of my troop. I wandered around and oh, where is everyone?
Calm down, you got nothing to worry about. They're fine. My men retrieved the rest of your unit. You're the one we've been worried about. How you feeling? Are you hurt? You've got a
How
pretty
could you not have
painful-looking wound
spotted
on your
her in
leg.
this area? She sticks out quite a lot.
I'm alright.
Just a little
Though
bit.
I might have trouble running.
If you say so. I gotta admit, I got the chills when I heard you were missing. Your soldiers told me what happened. I was only able to find you thanks to them. You've got a good troop there. You should be proud. What's wrong, Annette? Not feeling so good after all?
No, that's not it. I was just thinking about what a hopeless commander I am. It's my job to look after my soldiers, but they ended up having to look out for me. If I'm this hopeless, I shouldn't be out there at all.
What are you talking about? I don't know anyone around here who works harder than you. You put your all into your work and everyone knows it. Why do you think your soldiers are so loyal?
Caspar.
There's no way they'd do so much for you if they didn't see it in you. Come on, let's head back. I'll help you if you're having trouble walking. Your soldiers are
I will
worried
say I like
about
his
you.
hair
Go
much
show them
better.
you're doing just fine.
Post time skip.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Caspar.
It looks better in the portrait
problem.
than
Just remember
there.
that it's okay
Like, it
to
looks
make
better from the
mistakes,
side, I
as
think.
long as you're learning from them.
That's fair.
Because I think it's, like, combed in front of his face, and I don't like that from the front.
That's fair.
She blends in with her red and ice blue camo.
And that got hot too, and it's adorable. Casper, for fuck's sake.
Ingrid, are you familiar with the story of the King of Liberation and the 10 elites of Fodlan?
Of course.
Better from
I'm
a
here to give you a
distance,
history
barely a
lesson.
Some
squint.
evil with the power of the sacred weapons,
This does not surprise
protecting
me.
our land and people. Their strength was passed down through the ages, manifesting itself in the crests some of us are born with.
Crest?
Yes, the 10 elites certainly possessed
Crests
great
in
power.
chat.
But does that
Crests
make them
in
worthy
chat.
of worship?
I imagine you ask because they later fought amongst themselves, turning on one another, ravaging the land.
Precisely. Initially, Nemesis and the 10 elites worked together
Nemesis?
to bring peace to Fodlan. But soon
Sorry,
their
been playing too
ambitions
much
got the
Resident Evil.
best of them, and they clashed.
Different
using their
Nemesis.
sacred weapons on anyone they chose, strong and weak alike. What I mean to say is, possessing strength alone does not make one worthy of respect. Rather, one should be judged by how they choose to use that strength.
Yes, I agree.
If you follow that logic, then you will see it also applies to those who are born with crests. Now think of how your father wishes to wed you to another family's fortune
I love
on
all
the
the
basis
crests
of
in
your
chat.
crest.
Yes? What of it?
Oh, such a
These
good
are
emote.
purely inherited qualities. Is it not foolish to judge a person's value by some inherited fortune? That is all a crest is, really.
That's what I think too.
True.
Having a crest or not has no bearing on your worth as a person.
I understand that Count Galatea believes he has the right to manage your affairs. I am certain he has his own share of problems. And I do not wish to meddle or lay blame. But if there is anything I should like to say to his daughter,
Liar, you love
it is
meddling.
this. How
He
you
likes
live your
meddling in
life
Flane's
is
life.
up to you.
No one
Thank
else
you for your
is.
counsel and wisdom, Sedith. Father's hopes were dashed long ago. I will take some time to reflect on what lies ahead. My future.
Flane? You mean flan? We always say flan.
Blonde.
The cat giggity sound after hearing the name Nemesis? No, just more like, ah! Not giggity.
Different. Cat look. Lovers.
Different.
Sedith?
Our lovers.
Lovers.
Hello, Manuela. Is something the matter?
You surprised me is all. Though not as surprised as you when you found me here before. I've never seen you offering up prayers so sullenly.
I suppose I do typically
Really?
make an effort to come here when no one else is around. Many look to me for guidance. I do not wish to disturb anyone's prayers with my own. But I did not come here only to pray.
Really? Then what were you doing?
I was swearing an oath to Saint Kathleen. She is a special figure to me. It's become part of my routine to swear this oath before her likeness. More than any other, she wishes for a peaceful world. I believe it is my duty to grant her wish.
I had no idea you held such a passionate secret devotion, Sedith.
The legends of Saint Sethlene do depict her as a kind, proper, and honorable woman. And she was so gentle and quiet, really kept to herself. It's no wonder you're infatuated with her.
I can say unlike you,
I think
Manuela.
you may have
I
misunderstood
love
me.
you.
It must be very lonely to be so in love with someone from the distant past.
She is very special to me, yes, but not in that way.
You don't have to hide it from me, Cedric. You can keep a secret. But people from the past are gone. No matter how much you care for her, she can't love you back. Now then,
Rude.
if you turned your eyes to me, I could respond to your deepest, most powerful
Girl, keep it in your
feelings.
pants. I love you,
You
but
are
damn.
completely mistaken.
It's like, dear God.
That's how it ends.
Yeah, that's how it ends. He's
That's
just
amazing.
exasperated. Oh, their next one's even
What the
better.
fuck?
Now they have one more, and it's even better. So good.
Oh my god.
I am Jelly.
Hello. That was so pretty good. Oh boy, Manuel, I love you, but he isn't giving you any clearing that way. No. Even though they can be
That
together.
battle was a decent challenge, but when push came to shove, they didn't have a chance.
I thought it was the next one when it started. Can't wait for Kat to see that one. I know, right? I'm excited.
Oh no.
Before you must really
Oh,
love
shit.
worshiping the church.
Hold on.
Before
F.
long, all of the
F.
church's enemies will have been destroyed. You must really love worshiping the church.
Damn.
Or is it just Rhea? Oh,
Lady
snap.
Rhea.
Oh my God, Catherine.
You're the only one in the Knights who doesn't address her with the proper respect. It's not just that I worship Lady Rhea. I respect her, admire her, revere
We don't.
her. I don't get the Cerberus
That's the
religion.
problem.
Or Rhea. Shamir.
Lol?
Fair.
For anyone else, I would cut you down for saying that.
Rude.
She saved your
Seriously?
Don't you touch Shamir.
life. She did, and that's why I fight for her. Doesn't mean I worship her. You never change. You're so stubborn.
And you're so
You're
far
the
up
stubborn
Rhea's
one.
ass.
Seriously though.
When we're on missions related to Rhea, it's like you're wearing blinders. Wanting to help her is admirable, but you'll be of no use if you get yourself killed. I don't plan on getting killed, and it's not that I'm wearing blinders.
You don't have
I'm
a
just
choice if you die.
focused.
You're just
I've
focused on
devoted
that
my heart
ass.
to Lady Rhea. She's the reason I wield my sword. As long as you
Uh-huh.
don't get killed or cause me any trouble, I don't really care. So my death would cause you trouble? That's not what I meant.
But it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it a rest. There's no point in arguing. Fine, but I want you to know something. It's not easy to put your life in the hands of someone who doesn't share your beliefs. I understand. I think we can both agree on that.
Damn.
So, like, several characters have spoke out against the church or have admitted that they don't really believe in things. So does Catherine just happen to not be there when they say these things? Because, like, Happy is pretty openly against the church from what they did to her. Dad was not a fan of Rhea or the church. And Edelgard obviously was not, and neither was Hubert. Like, there's several characters that... So was Catherine just gonna cut them all down? Just, like, murder them if they said that?
Seriously. Piss off, Catherine. Free country. Seriously, though. Lust after her, I mean. You better give Shamir 500 feet. That's fair.
Social distance from Shamir, please, Catherine. Your bond with this person is very deep. To deepen this bond further, you'll have to wait until after the war ends. Well, okay.
Well. F.
F.
Sorry, Claude. You can't go past.
Or what?
Why not?
Ah, Cyril. It's
Claude
you.
could take you.
Is there a problem?
True.
It's not the first time I've been to the Holy Tomb. Rhea herself took me there once. Besides, the inside's been scoured by the Imperial Army. There's nothing left there now.
I call upon the forces of sodium and chloride to vanquish this evil.
Lacius, thank you so much for the resub. For 29 months, Lacius has been streaking. Tier 3 streaking For 29 months? That's a very long time, Lacius. Are you okay? Lacius says, fuck off, Cyril.
That's completely fair.
That is fair. That is fair. Thank you so much, Lacius. Welcome.
So many months.
Welcome to support time.
Hell yeah.
Support session.
I gotta do what Lady Rhea says. You wanna break them rules? Then you'll be her enemy. If you're trying to do that, I'll have to fight you.
And you'll lose.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hesitate to make an enemy of Rhea if it came to that. But I'd rather not fight with you. So I'll back off. For now.
Why is that?
Because we're secretly related
Does it
somehow,
matter?
probably. Come on.
With your status,
Somehow,
you could smack
probably.
me to the ground and walk right over me.
I guess. But I wouldn't. We're friends.
Why?
I thought you were the kind of guy who'd smack down just about anybody if you needed to.
Wow.
You really are a stubborn one. All right then, I'll tell you. I swore I'd change this world so that those without status are no longer oppressed. Though you were never one of the people I was hoping to save. I never knew that there were people in Elmira in your kind of situation. I realized that my own perspective was too narrow. You helped me realize that. So, I owe you.
Did you just say you're all about saving people who are oppressed? Really?
I did. Is it so strange to hear that from me?
It's just... You reminded me of Lady Rhea there for a second. Lady
no.
Rhea always
Claude
tried
runs
to
away.
save us folks without any status in the world. Like when
Oh
she
yeah,
let
I'm
an
sure she did
outsider
that
like
out of the
me stay
goodness
at
of
the
her heart.
monastery.
And not for any other reason.
She brought
Not
in those
for
kids
any
from
other
Elmira
reason.
Village when they lost their parents, and
Well, I'm not a religious man. I'm sure Rhea wouldn't want to be lumped in with a guy like me.
Lady Rhea didn't do
Probably
those
not.
things because the goddess told her she should. She
I
did it because she
mean-
wanted to. I can tell you that.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, maybe I don't need to make an enemy of her. Thanks, Cyril. I think you've brought me a step closer to my dream.
Thanks to you too, Claude. If I was able to help you, then that makes me happy.
How? How did he
That's
help?
weird.
Okay. Also,
How did he help you?
why would Claude be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take your word for it, the biggest Rhea stan aside from Catherine?
Seriously, though.
Dragon God, I hate Cyril.
I mean,
Like,
fair.
Here's the thing.
His eyes
really
unsettle me. They're
think-
so red.
You really think that Rhea's just gonna do that and have no ulterior motive at all? Because she has to know that she's essentially getting loyalty from potentially those children, like she did with Cyril, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just like she did with Catherine, like she saved her life, and even Shamir, Shamir has a debt to pay to Rhea. I mean, Shamir isn't loyal to her though, aside from paying back the debt, but still, like I don't really think she does a lot of this stuff. At least, I mean, maybe that's part of it. Maybe she genuinely does want to help people, but at the same time, I definitely think she has ulterior motives for what she does.
No, I agree.
Like, it's not just a generous thing. Like, I think Mercedes would absolutely just do things like that to help people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that she would just want to help everybody. I don't think Rhea's the same.
No. It would be out of the goodness of her pants. I mean,
How the crimson rain of pain it came,
Only for
falling
men,
hard upon a land
unfortunately.
of flame. When the sacred blade had split the sky until the
All right,
heavens heard
friend.
our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall.
Oh, Ferdinand. That song.
At least he's not singing his name.
Hello. What a treat. It
Seriously.
is most rare to see you at the training grounds. I have never had the honor of sparring with a princess. Why not grab a sword?
Ferdinand, that's called changing the subject. That song you were singing, is it the one you said made such an impression
I
on
love
you?
that.
So
Ferdinand.
you heard me.
You're changing the subject.
I hope it was not too grating on your ears.
You've nothing at all to be embarrassed about. I'm pleased if one of my songs stayed with you like that. Oh, it really takes me back. I remember the big battle in the first act. how the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land of flame, when the sacred blade it split the sky, until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall. Wow. My heyday is behind me. That's for sure.
No, that was wonderful.
No, it
Exactly the
isn't.
voice I recall from my childhood. To have witnessed this performance in such an intimate setting, I am deeply moved. I cannot stop trembling. I feel as though I am going to cry. You have shaken me to my very core.
All right,
Cat, don't
Ferdinand.
swoon too
Ferd
hard.
is an
I mean, it
emotional
cares.
boy.
I can see that it's affected you deeply.
He's a little dramatic.
You made a little boy's cherished dream come true. Perhaps you can help realize one more.
Another one? And what would that be?
Would you do the sword dance with me? The one that accompanied the
Aw.
song? It had a part for a male performer, if I recall. I would be truly honored.
I'm sure I can't do it as well now as I could then, but you're just so adorably you. I can't resist.
You're adorably you guys.
Thank you so much. That has long been a dream of mine, and you made it a reality.
I gotta say,
Phrasing,
Ferdinand,
please.
you're full of surprises. It was like dancing with a pro. Perfect timing, always in step.
All thanks to you. You inspired me.
Or perhaps it was you who inspired me.
Cute.
They are cute.
That's pretty sweet.
Like I said, I do like their ending. It's very sweet.
That is so fresh. I wonder if Veronica Taylor related to Manuela. I mean, it's not hard to relate to her. She's amazing.
I too like
Dorothea?
sandwiches.
You look as if something's terribly wrong.
I too obey the 5-second rule.
Nothing's wrong. Not really. I've just been thinking about the future. And what happens when the war is over.
And tell me, what is your vision of the future like?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I guess I don't know what to expect. In my life, I've met all sorts of people who've lived lots of different ways. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to live. I'm free, unlike so many people. I have the ability to take control of my own fate. Like you.
Well, I quit the opera to join the Officers' Academy as a professor. Then I joined this war because, well, I don't know. I'm hoping for an end to it. Peace for the world. Even though I took control of my own fate, I still haven't found the man of my dreams.
You'll find him. He's out there somewhere. You know, there is one thing I want for the future.
So, you've got a dream after all.
Well, it's a dream I've always had. You'll think this is silly, but I'd like to stand beside you.
I don't get it.
What?
When you left the opera company, I took your place. I stood center stage and sang, and everyone cheered for me. I wish the cheers were for me and you. I wish we stood on that stage together.
I have to tell you something. The first time I saw you on stage, I felt you were the one I wanted to hear sing. I already had plans to leave the opera company, but when I met you, I knew I couldn't leave until I saw you take your rightful place. You're right, though. It would have been nice to stand beside you on stage, even just once.
Maybe we weren't together then, but we're together here, now. And in the future, maybe it won't be so bad if you never find that man of your dreams.
What do you mean by that?
You and me. I won't find a guy either. We can just be together. I think that'd be pretty nice, don't you? Living together and
doing whatever we want.
The three of us can live together.
No, that could be nice. It'd be like you and me, finally together on stage. The lights shining down, our gowns and jewels sparkling. Just us.
Sparkling in the stage lights forever.
My heart.
Cat.
This is
their
fine.
their ending is really good too.
My heart.
Aww.
Excuse me.
Manuela.
Oh, this one's good
do you recall
too.
what you told me? You mentioned that if a place shines brighter than anywhere else, then its shadows will be darker too.
You sound so worried. That was nothing, dear. Call it a joke.
It most certainly did not sound like a joke. Can you please elaborate? Of course, I love hearing about your glamorous past performing on stage. But all that glamour doesn't account for the shadows you spoke of.
Well, I suppose I could share a little. Here's the thing about the opera. Talent isn't enough to earn you a position in a glamorous show. You need money, connections, and, failing those, the stomach to commit a spot of violence. I spent many nights buttering up nobles in power. No matter how humiliating the task, I'd do it because I wanted to be a star. I hope that kind of talk isn't too shocking for a sweet girl like yourself. Are you disillusioned with me now that you know my sordid past?
Not at all. Understanding you more deeply, I can see how much strength has been required of you all this time.
Flayn.
My girl's strong.
I am well aware that survival and striving for dreams sometimes means doing things we would not normally do. Perhaps because you have been so strong, lived with such conviction. Perhaps that is why your songs have touched so many people's hearts.
Oh, you sound very wise all of a sudden. Thank you, Flayn.
I would like to rescind my original request of you.
Your request to hear one of my songs?
Indeed. Instead, I have a different request. I would like to see you perform an opera on stage.
I don't
That
know
was a lot
about
more
that.
elaborate.
It's been a long time since I stood on stage.
I imagine you have experienced much since you left the opera company. It follows then that you have developed new insights, charm, and wisdom to share.
Yes, I probably could play a tragic role even better now than I could back then. But it's hardly the time for operas. We need to put an end to this war first.
Agreed. Let us make the curtain fall on this
Then
war
opera.
as soon as possible.
Maybe then we can raise the curtain on a brand new performance. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
That is exactly what I yearn for.
Aww.
Cuties.
Such
Okay, that's it.
cutie.
Such cutie.
We did it. It wasn't a whole stream. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dragon, thank you for the 500 bits. Dragon says, Manuela and Flan, the two-woman power trip. Love it.
Oh my god, as you should.
As you should.
Hell yeah.
As you should.
And you caught a primate? Have fun with the monkey. Flayn always looking on the positives. I love her. I just want them to be happy. That's all I want in life.
Cat just wants everyone to be happy.
Facts. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Pokemon Go, the primate I caught was named Timmy Tam. What's that from? Or just cuz? I'm trying. I'm not used to hearing this music as much.
It was a good attempt. All right, let's just get these little quests. Quests, not crests.
What? I did say quests.
Quests.
But I said it like crests. Quests?
Let's get these 3 out of the way. Quests.
Quests? The Hannemans? I just came up with it. It's an adorable nickname. I like it. Little Byleth? Oh, no, Dad.
I heard you talking about quests.
Quest?
Okay. Let's see, which of your wife's supports do we have left? Lorenz, Hanneman, and Alois. Well.
And Sedith too. But
oh right, the other Sedith one. It's not locked.
Oh.
I just missed it because it's a 2-parter. We can work on that one.
That'll be interesting.
It's good. We should probably work on Claude's as well. Who do you want to pair Claude with?
Ingrid? Oh wait, we want to fight with her, don't we?
We don't necessarily have to. We can pair her with Claude. That's fine.
Because I think that's why we haven't. That's why they're at a B, because we've been fighting with both of them.
Probably.
I heard you talking about Chris.
Yeah, we can pair them together. They're both flying units. So what other support do you want to try to get?
I know I was trying to get somebody with, I think it was Dorothea. Was it Petra? And we couldn't get them to have dinner.
Oh, yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, I'm gonna bring Hilda, Marianne, Bernie.
This game makes your brain hurt? Why? Just because of the combat? Units.
Units. I wish I could see how close they are to their class mastery.
Like on a screen easier than, because do you ever see it on the other screen where like you can see class or
I
classes?
don't remember. Normally I look at it during actual class.
Gotcha.
So okay.
Epic music is epic.
It is that.
So these aren't like main story things.
No. These aren't story battles. These aren't paralogs either. These are just little side quests that we've been given by NPCs.
All right.
So that's what we're doing.
Fair. Only if you jump in the class menu, yeah, apparently.
It's way too annoying to check that way. If you jump to the class menu, like you can see it here, I think. Yeah. So like I can see it now, but you know, we've already started the battle, which is annoying.
Right.
Hilda and Marianne are pretty close. Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Okay. I must keep going.
Okay.
Our badass girl.
Shall
Great.
Can't afford to slack off.
That shield is so tall for her.
More fighting.
Everything's too big for her. It's
Fair.
fine. She's just a small girl on a bunch of metal.
Winning is what matters.
I mean,
F?
also living.
F. Well, I assume if you win, you're
There's no
probably
stopping
alive.
me.
At least in this situation.
At the ready.
Depends on goals. Yeah, in this situation, yeah.
No, stay away from Cloud.
No, how dare.
How dare is right.
Leave it to me. Can't afford to lose.
Well, F.
I'll do my best. Turns a man into pink mist. Yep. You're good at.
Thanks.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I finally got my dancer back. First
Yay.
route. Took forever.
No chance.
Your dancer was someone that was gone?
Lorenz.
Gotta
Oh,
get
well,
strong.
F.
Yeah.
I'll cut through.
This is why.
This is why.
I do this for all of us.
What's my strategy?
Nice dodge, girl. Bird?
Well,
Child's play.
Well, she murdered you. How do you feel?
couldn't have done that.
Should not have done that.
That guy's like, I'm out. He was
I mean,
running.
I don't blame him. I really don't. I'd be scared.
That's another one.
Is this your first Fire Emblem, like, playthrough or game? Because it's my first Fire Emblem game, but it's my second or third playthrough, depending, because I'm playing 2 routes at once. This is Kat's first playthrough of
Yes,
this
that
game,
was
and
Liz.
also first Fire Emblem game.
Yep. X.
And then Felix killed Lorenz, yeah. So, because we had to recruit him, and Felix freaking crit. So then I had to redo the whole battle to get him.
Oh my god. God damn it, Felix.
I know. Just like that.
Next.
That's what happened.
He's just too good at what he does.
I guess so.
I'm sorry. Now there's a way forward.
There is.
Impressive as always.
Felix fun crit.
You all
There's
archers.
a lot of fun to be had in the Fire Emblem series. I mean, I know you said Eco's played a bunch of Fire Emblem, right? Or
Not a
handful
bunch.
others?
He's played Awakening, and he's played a little bit of Fates, and I think right now he's working on Echoes, I want to say. The first one he did was Awakening, and he played that through the whole way. And he always said that he thought I would enjoy them, but he wasn't sure if I'd like the battling, so I never tried Awakening.
Gotcha.
I've thought about streaming it, but I'm really hoping they bring it to the Switch, because I feel like as soon as I stream it, that's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
You know?
We streamed Saints Row 3 because it ended up on Switch. Now they're remastering it, you know?
Yep. That happened. I streamed The Lion King on Sega Genesis, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna re-release this on the Switch, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah. Today's the
Jeez.
30th anniversary of Fire Emblem? Well.
Is it?
This is why?
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Does this Fire Emblem have a lot of social aspects? Yes. This has a lot of sim stuff, which is part of the reason why I like it. We haven't
Makes
done
sense.
tea time, and we should do tea time.
Yes, tea time.
Xenoflex Raiden, thank you so much for that sub. I hope you enjoy your emotes and also your sub badge.
Hey!
Hey! We have a lot of Fire Emblem emotes.
We have so many.
We do.
This is
True.
And they're amazing.
Your favorite is Tellius, hoping for a remake remaster on the Switch. Which one's that?
I want to learn even more.
I want to learn even more.
I bet, Kita, if you found a copy of The Haunting starring Poltergeist and play it, a remaster will hit the Switch within 6 months. It's true. I've had that on my radar, though. I haven't looked recently just because, you know, we're all kind of stuck inside right now. Because for a while, whenever we would go to, like, thrift stores and stuff, I'd keep my eye out for it. But haven't really been doing that much, obviously.
Right.
But it's on my radar.
All this power just to survive.
Excited for Shandi in HD. I don't know if I made that clear yet because I'm very excited, Tim.
I love Shandi.
Oh my god, but with the crest.
One of us had to die.
Tellius's Fire Emblem 9 and 10, they take place in the same universe.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Lion King on Genesis is an absolute gem. It is. It's very difficult, but it's so good. As much as I rage at it, I love it.
It was meant to be.
Well, that guy just got, like,
You're amazing.
annihilated. I don't know why I brought Violet for this.
Huh, thanks.
Why not? Because you don't have to?
You don't have to on these little side battles, no.
Experience beats
That's
growth.
at least nice.
In story battles, you do, but...
You haven't earned my pity.
F.
A striking display.
I don't think we have them to an A yet, so figured we can work on that.
Legit.
Well, there's one guy left. Felix is not
Nice
having
dodge,
it.
though. He's just really not.
Nope.
Well. And Pierce.
It was meant
Who's
to be.
Pierce?
Do you remember
Oh,
Pierce?
Fire Emblem Pierce. Or is
no.
that...
Pierce from Saints Row.
Oh, Saints Row. I'm thinking Fire Emblem. I'm having a hard time swapping between games in my brain. I'm sorry.
Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Oh, okay. So those were the Wii and GameCube ones. Man, they're expensive now. I would really like those for our collection, but they are pricey, especially the GameCube one. It's like,
that's fair.
What, $130, I think? Something like that.
I know nothing.
GameCube, collecting for GameCube anymore is very expensive. A lot of games are pricey.
That doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm. Same with
One
N64.
bit.
It's kind of rough to try to collect for them.
Yeah. Just thrift stores or, what do you call them? Garage sales.
Yeah. That's your best bet.
Yeah.
But even still. Alright.
Oh my goodness, Kat. I'm sorry. I did not beat many games as a kid. So the fact that you did that at 8 years old, congrats.
It was very vindicating watching you beat it. My 8-year-old self was so happy. I think Dragon's saying... I think Dragon's saying, like...
I read it wrong. Watching Kita beat it. So I was gonna say, I did not have that patience. But, fair. You know, Kita's badass at playing retro games. She has patience for days that I do not have.
I don't know if it's so much patience or if it's stubbornness. I don't have patience for some things, though.
That's fair. Same.
It just depends on... It just depends on what it is.
Oh, I rage quit that game so hard back then. Fair.
I was so stubborn to beat that as a kid. I really was. Maybe I should put them together, actually. I got really close too. But the last part's kind of confusing with what you're supposed to do.
In the Lion King one?
Yeah.
Scar was more like grim determination.
Oh my god.
Fair.
Ugh, Scar.
Scar looked like a pain in the ass. I remember you saying it's like this weird pixel perfect fling off the cliff.
Yeah. It was pretty frustrating.
Seems like it.
Alright. Let's bring Connie.
'Cause she's sunny?
Well, because she's sunny, she's also a flyer. This map is best for mages and flyers because of the beach. Like,
That makes
movement.
sense.
Yeah. We can bring Mom.
Hi, Wemble.
Hello.
And you just have to stun him in just the right spot to eat him? Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
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 I don't think we need a full... I don't think we need a full group. We'll probably be fine.
It's fine with a small group. Do. 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 Doing it.
There's no stopping me.
Still don't know anything, but go Kat and Kita. Yeah,
thank you.
well, Kita's kicking ass, and I'm watching. That's about it.
Try harder. The roar
I mean, look at my
battle.
wife go.
It's all instinct now.
Yeah, girl.
In the span of watching you guys play Phoenix Wright, and now I forgot today was Wednesday and was thrown for a loop at the extra voices. Well,
You're welcome.
Kat didn't have a lot to do today in Phoenix Wright. I felt bad.
So close.
Why would you feel bad? I feel bad that you're doing all the work.
Well, we're both just feeling bad, I guess.
F.
Why not?
I'm getting used to this. Sunshine.
Sunshine. The turkey was hiding in plain sight. True.
Onward.
Sorry.
Doing it.
Strategy in motion.
Let this be stuck in my head.
A fitting outcome.
Do you say this music's gonna be stuck in your head now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a different track? I can change the track.
No, whatever's canon is good.
Make this
Because in these auxiliary battles, you can change the music to other songs in the soundtrack.
Because they're not storyline based.
Right.
No time
I wonder
to
if we
slow
could make
down.
this tea. Can we make this tea time music? That's a question I have. Let's see. Let's see. This is the Tetris theme, the one that they used for the Fire Emblem one.
Tetris 99.
Which one's tea time? Oh, that's the Ashen Wolves, the end of Ashen Wolves. Dang, we can't make it tea time. Well, I tried.
Damn it. That would have been so fucking
Damn
fun.
it! That would have been great. Why is that not a thing?
For science? That'd be amazing, but no. Now I'm sad.
We can go with this one and make it more epic. This side battle is now super epic. Are you prepared?
Always prepared. I didn't know you could do that. She was saying you can only do it in the side battle.
Yeah. So auxiliary battles.
So steadfast.
And I think these little quest battles. I don't know if you can do it in paralogs or not.
I will not die yet.
No, you won't, girl.
Perseverance is the key.
Hey!
Excuse me.
One of us had to die.
And it
That
wasn't
was
gonna
just
be
chilling.
my wife.
And it wasn't gonna be your wife.
Oh my god, Kita and Kat podcast called Tea Time.
I would love that so much. It's just an hour of Kat talking about her wife. The whole podcast.
Yes. Please.
All this violence. What?
For fun. Sea salt and coffee. Oh my god.
They were sure to perish.
Sea salt and iced coffee. That's what we'd be.
I don't just eat sea salt.
Well, I was thinking just
Yours
what
is
we
a
are.
complete food or drink. Yours is like a complete thing. Mine is just sea salt. I think I'm getting gypped in this situation.
Oh my god.
No use. My heart burns with pride.
She is just a badass. Which wife? She's got 1,000 of them. I mean, you're not wrong. Episodes 1 through 69. How great is Manuela?
Too easy.
Sea salt ice cream then? I don't know.
got
Do you like
yourself.
sea salt ice cream?
Never had sea salt ice cream, but that's a thing in Kingdom Hearts.
The weak
Yes.
fall, the strong live.
Deep.
Boo, fun police. That would have been great. It would have. I wish we could do tea time music. What is up with that?
That would have been so good. So good. I'm disappointed by it.
Me too. Get wrecked.
Look off. Yeah.
You lost that one. Damn! Kick his ass, girl!
Wrecked.
She is fucking wrecking.
War fuels my body and mind.
Damn. Fucking dark.
Connie, making me nervous.
I'm getting used to this.
Wow, 3 turns.
Fucking wrecked.
I guess I would recommend Echoes or Awakening next, but all other Fire Emblem games have much less quality of life features than this. Yeah, I would probably go for Awakening. But again, I just wish they'd bring it to the Switch.
That's fair.
That would make it so much easier to stream. So, Petra scary as a Wyvern unit? Yeah, she is.
Hell yeah. Don't do Fate's Conquest very hard, will? Iced coffee and sea salt ice cream might work.
Oh, this one. I just did this one last night. It's
Well.
rough. It's rough. We're gonna need all our units, because it's a lot. Alright.
Well.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we're definitely gonna bring Claude, Bernie. Where's Leonie? Leonie, Shamir.
Welcome to Wyvern City. Population. Nope, now that you're dead. I mean, so much flying.
True.
Ouch town population, you.
We can bring Ferd. Ingrid. Zedith. Lysithea would have good range, although she might get... I worry about her
Conquest
getting...
is the hardest of the 3 Fates paths. Hardest game I've played in my life. Very cool. It's got tons of nasty, just unfair stuff. Ow. Well.
I think that's like the third... Isn't that the third route in Fates? Or one of them has 3 routes, and the one you have to buy... Is that Fates? I stepped away for a second and what the fuck, flyers? Yeah, this is an interesting mission.
A lot of flyers.
A lot happening. Oh, hey, we got Ingrid, so that's good.
Oh, you have to buy them all anyway? Well.
It's the second. Yeah, because you have to buy Birthright and you have to buy the DLC path, and then is the other one Conquest? Is it Birthright and Conquest, and then Revelation is the other one? Okay. Oh hey, we got this one. That's good. Are you having fun?
I am.
I am. Good.
I am.
I am. Who do you want to put with Leonie?
With Leonie.
Yeah. Catherine?
Yeah.
Okay. Can do that. Where are you, diapers? There she is.
Where you at, girl?
Who do you want to put with Shamir?
Interesting that her and Caspar have 2 Bs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So do that one though. Do Caspar.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be a trip. At least we have a dancer. I didn't have my dancer for this. I'm just saying.
Well.
Not salty about it.
I do this for all of us.
Look at this. Yeah. Bernie, come on now. Bernie.
I do this for all.
I know you can one-shot them.
I like Fates, but the only people I like are the siblings that you can marry, and every time I replay the game and marry them, I die a little inside. Earthwolf? I mean, fair.
Well.
Because that's still weird.
Ready when you are.
So much going
That
on.
you can do that.
Let's clean up.
Shamir, can you? Okay, so Shamir can one-shot.
Thinning their numbers.
Sit down. Oh, nice.
I finally mastered it.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. Let's... These. There's so much happening.
out a curtsy.
Aw. Hell yeah, curtsy
Move a
for
little
me.
further.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
She's always so upset about it,
I
but
shall
you know,
how you
she
die
kicks ass.
here.
It does.
But
I will prevail.
earlier she shot the rider off the dragon instead of the dragon just collapsing, like with the horses. Hi, Bellicoco.
Hello.
Sunny Constance. He was just trying to be a good boy, okay? Yeah, fair. But then you'd have to deal with the wyvern. Well, you'd hope it would fly off. So.
Sorry, but I must.
Yaw.
I must do the thing.
Sorry.
The dragons in this game are so abused, it's true. They never truly explain that fact except for the Conquest group. I know nothing.
I fought and won.
Yeah, you did.
Gonna move.
There does
Guide
seem
me
to be
well.
an infinite number of them. True. Hi, Efrain. Oh,
Ready
what?
for anything.
I was like, I thought I said hi earlier, but I'm not sure. Did you just come in or saying hi to Bellicoco? Go, girl, go. Release the Bernie.
Connie's gonna get fucked up.
Oh no.
I won't allow it.
Obliterate.
You took me lightly.
Never played Birthright, so it seems they're just blood siblings. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, things are weird.
Destiny unfurls.
1 in 16, she dodges them all, but not good canceled. Those odds, yeah, for Connie.
Well, I kind of put a wall in front of her so that they couldn't
Yeah.
all attack her. I mean, they could have, but
Lament
he
your
said it.
weakness.
So they didn't actually go for her, so it was fine. Could have been really bad, though.
Be careful.
Sure.
You got this, Bernie.
Still here.
Nice. Sethith was getting tired of that BS.
Yeah, he was.
Go for the kill. Stay down.
He will.
Yeah, he fucking will
And
after
I'll
that.
keep getting stronger.
Just as expected. Thanks.
badass music though. I love when the enemy's missing. You're just like touches with a wet paper towel crit. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love it when, like, you know, Felix, he dodges every single one. He's just not dealing with their shit.
Make a difference.
And Felix
Oh yeah, there's
kills
like
Lorenz.
still
Yeah, that's
two over there.
They're just hanging out.
I guess so. Oh, there's one right here too. All right. Well. See ya.
They were sure to perish.
Finger poke of doom, all the damage.
I suppose.
Speaking of Felix, I'm forcing him to be dancer. Oh my god. I like Coco.
Connie's defense is as thin as paper. Yeah, Connie's got some... She's very strong. Like, she has a high magic stat, but her defense sucks.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Kind of like Lysithea.
I was gonna say, like, Happy. Wasn't Happy getting murdered?
Happy had the same problem, yeah.
I do this for all of us.
Connie's Glass Canyon. Crit some dude for over 200 last night. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, that's... I think that was the biggest crit I've ever had. It was like 201, I think. It was crazy. It's like, damn, Constance. What? Did he just, like, flip off the wyvern?
Oh, who? Claude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He does.
Okay.
He does. Yep. No big deal.
No biggie.
All right, who's next?
And then she apologized.
It's fine.
There's more work to
Yes,
be done.
it's because, yep. Connie. More of the Annette of the Wolves with movesets that make Dorian Flame blush.
She can learn bolting, which is super good. That's the move where she can hit someone really, really far away, and it's really powerful. Nice. Manuela can apparently learn it too, so I'm waiting for that to happen. Just, it's taking a while to get her reason stat up, because I think it's a weakness. Yeah.
Well, yeah. This is why. Renown increased. Save that progress.
You've sniped bosses across the map with that? Yeah, it's really handy. It's I like to use it for archers. So if I have my flying units moving towards an archer, you can just have Connie take them out, and then they're not in danger. Especially if it's somebody that can go down pretty easy, like Marianne or Constance.
Legit. Sorry, River walked in. Was looking for the cats.
That's okay. Her last faith spell is rescue, so she's also really solid in support if you need it. Yeah, she's a Gremory, so she already passed the certification, but we're trying to get her reason skill up. Which, speaking of...
It's all instinct now.
I think she learns bolting at A.
Do I get a reward?
Well, Cat, does she?
I'll give you a reward. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Cat.
No one's surprised by this.
No one is surprised by this.
Oh, excuse me.
No. I will not.
Sorry.
I will not.
I didn't mean it.
Oh, damn. Annette is not motivated.
That's Let's not exaggerate. Now,
Good.
there is always more to learn.
I keep fucking yawning today.
Well, I can't help you with that. That sounds like a you problem.
It's a me problem, and I'm upset about it. This is what. Well, when you like a game enough to grind all the things to get what you want, that just speaks for the game.
There is room to enrich myself further.
Cat, I'm very shocked and astounded, I'll have you know.
I shall accept as much praise as you're willing to offer.
Okay.
So Connie just got bolting, which is good.
Sweet. That separates her boobs in such a way that it distracts me.
Well,
kind of
don't
like
know
the
what to tell
Balthus
ya.
bulge. Except his bulge is less noticeable now in this post. Time skip.
I finally get it.
Okay, Gumshoe.
Pal.
Pal. If Lysithea could learn bolting.
Oh man, that would be crazy. They probably
Why can't
knew.
Memory on a Pegasus?
They're probably like, nah, man, too strong.
Too strong.
That. I demand to see Hubert's Dark Flyer. I know, right?
That'd be amazing. That'd be super badass.
It's actually kind of cute because he puts in the like the counselor box that he really wants to be a Pegasus Knight, but he's so scared of heights.
Oh.
Yeah, which is really funny coming from Hubert. And it would be really awesome if he could be a Dark Flyer, but sadly it is locked to females, which is stupid.
That's annoying.
It is. I don't like that some classes are locked that way, because it's like, okay, you have a perfect, like Linhardt would be a perfect Gremory. His strengths would lead him to be a Gremory, and you can't make him one. And it's just like, well,
that makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's annoying.
No.
He's done it.
He's done it.
I would...
Oh. Can you give her my weenies? Fucking Gumshoe. Standard lore in Fire Emblem is that Pegasi only approach women of pure hearts. Anyone here confirm that or correct? That sounds like normal, like, mythology.
Professor.
Could be wrong though.
But still. It ruins setups. Oh, it's Happy's birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Happy.
Hey, oh, what a cutie.
Happy tea time. He likes a cinnamon blend, Dagda fruit blend, we have one of those, and 4 spice blend. Well, I guess she's getting this one.
Thanks for the invite. Just as a heads up, I don't know the first thing about tea. Wow. That
Yeah,
smells
same.
Good. Did you pick this out just for me?
Yep. Exactly what we did.
Tastes pretty strong. Yep.
Okay. Relaxing at the sauna?
Yep.
Oh,
Food
did you
in the
pick
dining
food?
hall.
Well,
Yep.
I knew it wouldn't be the first one. Gifts you'd like to receive?
Yep.
You seem different. Is that a positive?
Stargazing.
Oh. Oh, right. She
Feeling a
does
bit
her and
sleepy.
Yuri's
Oh,
support.
not that you're boring or anything.
Derp. It's okay, I know him. Laugh. F?
Chat?
Nice.
Okay. I thought laughing would work.
I thought
for
laugh.
that
I would have
joke.
picked laugh too. Heck.
Well,
What? Do I have
a
bedhead?
stretch.
No.
I want that outfit though. I like the colors. What a shocker.
I love her
know,
outfit.
Buff as heck. What of it?
Buff as heck.
Oh, come on.
Heck yeah.
Same. What?
She's so upset. Happy you cute.
He's
Hot.
cute.
Admonish. Buff as
don't-
heck. Happy
I
looks
don't
bae. It's true.
remember. Does she like this?
For me? I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
This is pretty great.
Best birthday ever.
For me? Not... That was way more fun than I expected. Let's have tea again soon. Next time,
Aw.
more snacks.
She loves food.
She does.
Fair. I do remember that. More snacks.
We love snacks.
Oh, dip
Next
snacks.
time, 2 full cakes.
Let's show them the power we've acquired.
We will be doing the best.
Da-da.
We had a
Dun, dun,
great
dun.
result.
Hey.
Doing it. All the level ups.
Could be useful.
Let's put this to the test.
I'm just not there yet.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Shut up, Yuri.
I finally get it.
Hate him.
That's
It's
fair.
Kit Kat's birthday. You got a birthday gift from Claude. Received letter from
What
Claude.
did Claude give us?
Just a letter.
Thank you so much.
That's complete.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked
Someone
you.
over right now?
I knew you'd come through.
Where's the present from Manuela? I feel like it would be a nice touch if anybody that you were at an A support with would give you a gift. Even if it was something
That'd
that you
be
could...
so nice.
Yeah, even if it wasn't a letter, which I feel like still would have been an easy thing to do, but even if it was a little thing like a flower or something like that, I feel like that would have been a nice touch. You know?
Fair.
Let me see if anybody needs to be reclassed.
Nintendo equals cowards. They won't make my wife my wife.
It would be a
I'm
lot of
upset
gifts
about
though, but I feel like, I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. And it would depend on when your birthday fell too.
Legit.
But just like, you know, some flowers or even just some of the random gifts that you can buy would be kind of nice.
That would be very nice. Dun, 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 dun. If you know what month overlaps. Oh, for the birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me that I can have too many gifts? Of all the gifts I want.
Oh, right. He didn't pass last time. We gotta see if we can get him to
Right?
pass. Happy to. Alright, we're gonna save.
Oh, I forgot to charge my
Better pass.
He did. As he should.
Oops. Wrong one. Yuri barely passed. All right.
She did it.
She did it.
Da, 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 da.
Piece of cake.
Yuri barely passed.
All right.
Did it.
So what do you want to do? We have all our activity points. We can do whatever you want. Because we've already talked to everybody this month, so...
True, but we do want to get some supports, I think, with noms.
Yeah.
And then if we want to do... What do you call it? Spa?
Sauna?
Yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah.
So I
We're
don't know if
doing
we
A
really
and
wanna waste it on that.
Faith. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Oh.
This is your party.
Noms might be better just because of...
Hello there.
We know
Hello
it's
there.
go well.
Okay.
Hey, you.
But then again, Sauna, I guess, helps them with us, but...
What A supports or like S supports are we missing? Raphael, Leonie, Ferd, Linhart, Caspar, Felix, Sylvain, Mercy, Annette, Hanneman, Alois, Catherine, Shamir, Cyril, Yuri, Balthus, Constance, and Happy. Well, more steam.
Ugh.
What? Oh, you hate steam.
Sauna. Well, that too, but more like stress.
No, yeah. It's Sweet Tooth Week. During this joyous week, dine on scrumptious sweets imported from all across Fodland.
I mean, I'd love to.
Of course, Flan loves sweets.
Sweet Bun is my stripping name.
Well,
hell yeah.
we could do Lysithia and Ignatz. Or, well, I don't think Balthus was on that list.
Weren't we trying to get Balthus and Hilda if we could? But I don't know. Now I'm cold.
Yeah, we can try to get them. I was just specifically looking for this one.
Gotcha. She's very excited about Sweet Tooth Week.
Lysithia?
This food
No, the lady was yelling it.
Oh, the lady.
But yes, Lysithia as well.
Okay. Let's see.
Violet is almost finished with all supports, it's true. Same with my wife? Oh, do they have a...
Yeah, we gotta watch that then. But, so we need Manuel and Lorenz, Alois, or Hanneman. Which one?
Do Hanneman.
Hanneman? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta find something they both
I
like.
guess.
I guess. First, we don't have any.
Goddamn
Well, actually,
cat.
let's go to the greenhouse first to see if we get any food that we can use in dinners. Ma'am, get out of the way.
Get the fuck move.
Get
bitch.
the fuck out of the way. I need to garden.
That's amazing. Oh, excuse me.
No,
Rude.
I will not. I think we have enough money for this. Did we buy gifts last time?
Just a
I
little
don't
bit.
remember. I'm gonna run over there and see. Oh, Dory's singing.
As she does beautifully.
The other merchant show up yet? No. Okay.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, we did.
Come again. Hey,
Well, I guess we
welcome.
could buy.
You have a good eye.
We could buy some poultry.
You have a good eye.
Of that,
A
just in
pleasure.
case.
Come again.
Just in
Hello
case we need
there.
it for any of the dinners. I
Return
wish we could
soon,
buy the
please.
other stuff. It's annoying that we can't.
Professor?
I'm trying to do 56 dinners. Jeez. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
You have
Give
a
me
good
it all.
eye.
For my collection.
Damn it. Alright, fine. Then we'll have to pick one of these.
There was someone here. What the fuck?
What's the matter?
There's someone here.
There's someone there?
Yes.
At your house?
Yes,
Oh,
I texted
jeez.
both beans and they have not responded to me.
Well, so much for social distancing.
Oh, okay. I seriously thought someone was home. Like, it sounds like he's having a conversation with that person on the TV's talking. So I'm like, is someone here?
Oh.
Huh?
It's just the TV.
Fair. Is he asleep? Yeah, turn it down. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I'm like, that's not quarantining. I'm like, whose dumbass invited someone over? Which we all know would be Shy Guy because River and I share the same friends. So I'm like, whose voice is that I don't recognize? It was a speedrunner on TV. He fell asleep with the TV on. So just like auto-played to the next speedrun, I guess. Are you glitching your apartment? No. Oh, it
My
just scared me.
apologies in
I'm like, what
advance
the
for
fuck?
our boisterous dining companion, Professor.
Professor, please allow me to apologize for the unprofessional behavior of my colleague.
Not having it.
I love it.
There we go.
How the hell can those two A support? Good question.
Meals always
Don't
taste
ask
best
me.
when it is a company of 3 or more at the table.
Do you not enjoy eating when it's just the two of us? You wound me, Flame.
You I love that every time though.
I know. It never gets old for me. Just funny. Okay. So who next then? We should do Cyril. You need to get his supports. How I feel about it. Shamir or Petra or Hilda? We already did Lysithea. Shamir? Okay.
Yeah.
I will try.
And then hopefully, like, their supports are him being like Rhea and her being like, no.
We can dream. We can dream, Kat.
That's never not funny. You wound me, Flame. Because Nintendo's cowards. Or Nintendo don't. Oh my god.
It's never not funny.
Having a meal together with Shamir. I'm happy and more than a bit nervous.
It's rude to ignore the professor like that.
Anyway, this is about me. This dinner's about me, not
Pay
you.
attention to me.
That's right. We can try to do Hilda and Balthus. We were trying to get their supports.
Seems legit.
Hilda, are you serious? This is the only thing you like? Good lord. We need more food is what we need.
Seriously though. How do you get more? Other than buying it?
I think you can't buy it. You have to, except for the
like
wild
the gardening,
game.
sorry.
The wild game you can get, you can buy, and the poultry you can buy, which we apparently didn't need anyway. We apparently had a bunch of that, but I bought some anyway. But like the little stuff you get through gardening. I don't know if there's another way. If anybody knows in chat, let me know. I mean, the fish you can actually fish for, but in terms of like turnips and tomatoes and stuff, I mean, I guess we could go to the Amiibo Gazebo and see if Sothis blesses us with turnips.
Turnips. All I'm thinking of is Animal Crossing.
I know. Purple flowers, vulnerary, immediate seal, chest key. Well, Sothis does not want us to eat. Well, we got some Angelica.
Sothis wants us to starve.
I guess so, damn it. Turnips. Did you get to sell your turnips, Kat?
I did?
Nice.
I got like 400,000 bells. I'll take it.
Nice. Made bank.
Hell yeah. And then I immediately paid off my house and have another room.
You should probably save some so you can buy more turnips on Sunday. That's what I did.
Yeah, I still have a lot. I have a lot in savings. So I just expanded it to the next one.
Okay.
But I still have like 500,000 in mine.
I paid off my house and I paid off my bridge, and then I put a bunch in the bank so that I could buy more turnips next week.
That's smart. I might pay off my bridge. It's bothering me.
I know.
So I can at least
I made
get
another
one
bridge. I want better travel. Hello, scum lad. Oh, he's pissy.
Terrifying.
All right, fine. He does have a bitch face, doesn't he?
Resting bitch face.
He does.
Veggies
Veggies apparently spoil fast on shelves because you have to harvest it. Oh, okay. So the only way to get them is the greenhouse. That's probably so that you can't spam dinners, which is exactly what we're doing.
It's fine.
Since Bunny Day is Sunday, will that cancel out Daisy May being on my island? Better not.
It better not.
I'll unzip Zipper. He won't know what's coming.
God.
And what do you think would happen if you unzipped him? Do you think like all his organs would fall out?
That'd be terrifying. Well, other people are hypothesizing it's Tom Nook in there. But he's in the main thing.
That guy was thinking about it. He hasn't loaded in yet, but he's thinking about it. Alright, advice box. I may have the best of intentions, but I'm still a criminal. If the world I'm fighting for has guys like me in it, it's not a better one. When can I start over with a clean slate? You can't. Go die, Yuri.
Possible the opportunity may never come. How about right now? It will happen, have faith. How about right now?
No, it's this
Either
one.
that or it will happen. Oh, okay. I was like, it's one of the last.
He's fairly religious, so.
I couldn't remember if he was or not, because I knew
He
Happy
is.
for sure wasn't, but I knew nothing about Yuri.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think he's like another one that feels indebted to Rhea, at least a little bit. Not to the point of like KatFTWynn or anything, but because he was working with Rhea. Remember in the Ashen Wolves DLC, he was working with Rhea.
That's true.
So behind the scenes, because they both sketch.
Fact.
Backed.
Double agent.
Great. What does Claude have? I really need to get his supports for my events page. Oh, we got a few. We could do him and Annette.
Sure.
Because they both like this
I
one.
to start my stock market. Yes. Join us.
Join us. Join us. Also, if you have decent turnip prices, feel free to post them in the Discord. And
yes.
Everybody has a different price to buy them. So if you have a really low buying price, you could also post that in the Discord on Sunday if you wanted to let people come over and buy turnips on your island.
Just
People
know
are
going
just
backwards in time
so loud.
makes turnips expire, so be careful.
Right. And they expire after a week.
That too. Like, I went to someone who was in the future, and that's fine with turnips, but I don't know what happens if then. Well, you said you visited someone who was January of this year, so it's the past, right? Or was it January of 2021?
No, it was this year.
Okay.
Do Connie and Mercy.
So maybe they don't care if you travel? Sorry.
Constance, am I mistaken, or were you somewhat averse to vegetables in the past? Mercedes, shush! Keep these embarrassments to yourself while there are others present.
That was amazing. Shush! Tim, I got a batch for 39 bells each. Wow.
Nice.
I didn't know that they would be that low. Kat, are you gonna join me in Kita's biker gang? I mean, I got the brown jacket. So there's that.
I'm gonna do Happy and Linhart.
Usually the atmosphere in the dining hall kind of bums me out, but with you two, I think I'll be okay.
Aww.
None of us are great at reading a room. Isn't that right, Professor?
Oh, that's unique.
Yep. They have unique dialogue. All right. 3 left. Who do you wanna do? That's sweet until Lynn talked.
It's true. Ferdinand? What else does he have? Who else? A lot.
Marianne, all the Black Eagles, Mercy.
Give him Dorothea. I want to see her be sassy.
Okay. Let's see.
Usually how it goes with Lynn, it's true. I'm in the biker gang in Pokemon, but I'm in the chocolate fiend in Animal Crossing. You are a chocolate fiend, and it's awesome.
You want to try someone else with Ferd?
Well, Petra, I think, was another, or it could be wrong.
Yeah, we could do Petra. She needs motivated anyway.
I would be like...
Delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious. God, Alois. Well, Alois has a lot.
He does have a lot. We have not given a fuck.
Well, you also don't get Alois until pretty late.
That's true.
So
he hasn't had a lot of noms.
Right. I'll do Bernie and Alois.
It's legit. I mean, game-wise.
There's no one I'd rather eat with than the Professor and Alois.
Oh, I didn't know they had unique dialogue.
This old chair keeps creaking.
Interesting.
I fear it's on its last legs.
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch, Alois.
You ruined it.
You ruined it, Alois. That was almost cute.
Jokes.
It was almost cute. And then you did this. What about
Can't believe you've done this.
Oh, jeez. Now we're out of the other thing, too. Fuck. Let's do Sylvain and Ingrid.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
Oh, they must not have...
Appreciate any.
They must have not have decent supports yet, because they have unique dialogue after a while.
Oh.
But they didn't there.
This is why.
This is why. Yeah, they're not even at a B. Okay. Well,
at least now we have more supports.
No, we do.
Bing.
Why did you pass your yawns to me?
I'm sorry.
Well, Kat, why did you?
I didn't mean it. I'm just a sleepy bean.
You are a sleepy bean today. Your wife's on screen. Wake up.
I mean, I'm always awake for her.
Oh, we know.
Please go home with to your imaginary wife, Eloise. Hell yeah,
his wife and daughter that we've never seen. I love this theory that they're made up.
I love that so much because it's so, like, solidified by shit he says.
I know. It makes it better. So funny.
Oh. Now to keep polishing my skills.
Okay, Ignatz. What does Marianne need to be a holy knight?
It's plausible. I know, right?
Well, she's pretty much there. Like, she's probably fine. Does Marianne get anything at an S in faith? Does anybody know? I was thinking about maybe starting to train her in reason. If there's no point continuing. Oh, Ferd needs to learn things. Pay attention, Ferd. Stop saying your name and pay attention. Aura, I think. At S? I thought she already knew Aura. Yeah, she already learned Aura. She learned that at A, I think. A or A+. One of the two.
Is now a good opportunity to run to the bathroom?
Yeah, go for it. I have 3 more, so go enjoy the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Question mark. Lynn got extra white magic range. What at S or S+? Because S+ can fuck off. S+, man. It's rough. At S. I just kind of feel like I want to train her a little bit in reason just to give her another spell, because she doesn't have a ton. Oops. Get back there. Like, she just learned Aura, which is good, but she only really has Nosferatu and Aura. So... I think I'm gonna try to get her a couple spells. Reason.
Now to apply this knowledge.
You got this, Marianne.
I'll get the next one too.
That is kind of the nice thing about magic classes, is that you can use either.
Professor.
No. Why are you putting Taco Bell in chat? Because Kat went to the bathroom? Oh, and she got a basic spell at rank E+ instead of D. I agree, because, like, for example, some of the dark magic users, it'd be nice to learn heal at an E+, just because, or black magic users, because that's really helpful to have, just an extra healer, you know?
Mammal wants to speak with us?
Mammal does want to speak with us.
Do you have a moment, Professor? I need to speak with you. Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to address. This letter from my adoptive father just arrived.
Adoptive father?
Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first came to the Officers' Academy. He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest.
Pretty much.
I don't understand.
I told you, Mercy has a sad story.
My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital.
Daddy
This
issues the
letter
game.
says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble.
The fuck?
I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war?
He has a lot of daddy issues. Her dad died, and then, like, before she was born, and then her mom remarried, and then the two of them had a kid together, and then the dad was like, well, I have a kid with a crest now, so I don't need you. So then they, like, ran off to the church, like, just her and Mercy, and he kept the son. Then they ran off to the church, and were, like, fine for a while. And then this guy shows up and basically, like, adopts her, but basically just wants to marry her off for her crest so that he can reap the rewards from it. And meanwhile, her real dad, or not her real dad, but her stepdad is off being an asshole. And, like, you learn more about it in Crimson Flower. But it's just like, geez.
Wow.
Like, it's pretty fucked up.
What the hell? These poor children.
I know.
My thoughts exactly, by the way.
I don't know what to do about this proposal.
Will you accept?
I can't see
have
any
the
way
worst
around
fictional
it,
fathers.
so I fear that I must. I just don't want to let go of the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no.
You want me to kill him? I'll kill him.
What does your heart want?
Does your heart want me to kill him? I'll do it.
I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be the church, but I want to help those in need. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream.
Why can't you decline?
It's just, I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me. I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the Officers' Academy. The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that. It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me.
Severing your ties. Severing your ties.
I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need.
You can't just give up on your dreams.
That's a very good point. We're only given one life, so we must do all we can to pursue our happiness. Okay. I think that may have been just the push I was looking for. I'll tell him the truth. That I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal. Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else.
Aww. Who might that be?
Why, it's you, Professor.
What?
Isn't that obvious?
Were you not expecting that?
Is Mom by?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
She is. Cat.
I wouldn't say obvious. I don't want to say excuse me, because that's rude.
Excuse me. Someone's like, oh, I've fallen for you. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't say obvious.
I'm just teasing.
No, you weren't.
I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your
Don't you lie to
encouragement.
me. Where is she?
Oh, Professor. Wouldn't that be cute if we got married? Haha, just kidding.
Just kidding. Unless. I mean, that's basically what she fucking pulled.
That's exactly what she pulled.
The fuck?
Oh, mercy. What the fuck do you want, Sylvain?
Ugh, that hurts.
We're going from a cute support to this.
Professor, thanks for stopping by.
Less cute support. He got hurt protecting me?
It happened off screen, I guess. Sometimes the supports are like, whoa, this thing happened. And you're like, what? When did this happen?
When?
I was not filled in.
How's your injury? Because I don't know what fucking happened.
It's not bad. I was even told I'd be cleared for service starting tomorrow. Besides, I got this scar fighting for you. It's almost like a medal or something.
What the fuck? Do you want to kill me? What? Are you happy you protected me?
He did say he was being creepy in his last support. His B support is very weird with Byleth.
Remember.
He was basically saying like you're so lucky that your life wasn't didn't revolve around your crest, basically. Because we didn't really know about it.
Gotcha.
And he was being weird.
Alright.
When I thought you were going to be killed for real, my reflexes kicked in. I reacted without thinking. It doesn't mean I've stopped being jealous of you.
Right.
But come on. I can't help but look up to you. If I'd had the guts to run away from home, I wonder if I would have cared as little about my crest as you do yours.
You don't have the courage?
No. But if I thought I could have escaped, I would have tried. I'd leave behind House Gautier, and the life of a nobleman, and anybody who knew I had a crest. Our home is to the very north of the kingdom. Just across the mountains from us is land inhabited by foreigners to Fodlan. It once belonged to Fargus, but now that the kingdom has collapsed, it's only a matter of time until fighting breaks out. Anyway, that land has been contested for centuries, and all that time, it has fallen to House Gautier to protect it. Actually, our Lance of Ruin has been doing most of the protecting.
I remember 5 years ago, ...
Those were dangerous times. One wrong step, and we would have lost our relic to the church. My father was afraid that the church would try to keep the lance, so he entrusted it to me. If an emergency arose, I was supposed to be called back home. I guess those very situations are why my family values crests so much. Since I bear a crest, my parents made sure I was never left wanting. My older brother didn't have one, and so when I was born, he was pushed aside. You know, he once shoved me in a well. He left me on the mountainside in the middle of winter, too.
The fuck? That's horrible.
It is, but he's dead now, so.
Even as a little
Also
kid,
you got your
I
revenge.
understood why he was like that.
It's fine.
My mere existence stole everything from him. I have no right to complain when I am surrounded by people who would give anything to bear a crest, but do not. Now, women smile at me for the same reason my parents adore me, and my brother wanted me dead. And I have to meet them all with a smile and a wink, because I have a crest.
Crest? What does it mean to say you're wrong? That he doesn't have to smile and wink?
That he doesn't have to live that way is how I interpreted it, but
you're wrong.
Yeah, it's late to admit it, but I get you. It would be best just to tell them to heap their empty praise elsewhere. Anyway, it was pretty unreasonable of me to resent you. I'm really sorry about that.
It was.
And I want to say thank you, Professor.
Just a lot of bit.
Seriously, thank you.
For what?
Before I met you, I'd gone my whole life not knowing there was another way for me to live. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad we met.
Aww. That was sweet.
Sylvain can be really sweet. It's just like a lot of times you just want to slap him. And it's like, why can't you be like this? Well, he's much better when he's being serious.
Fair.
I really kind of want in every support where they're talking about crests, just like Hanneman's eyes, like peering.
You should just have it on your stream deck to hide and make visible whenever you feel like it.
Oh my god.
Let's talk to Happy.
No wonder Miklon ended up bitter. Yeah. I mean, you can't blame him. I mean, not that what he did was okay or anything, but like, it makes sense.
Lacious, his mom by. Thank you for that clip.
That just sounds like clickbait, Lacious. People are gonna click on that.
But I mean, it is what I said.
It is what you said. So it's not technically clickbait.
Not technically. Like hidden background Hanneman.
Chatterbox, it's you. Do you need this room for something? Should I leave?
Why would you leave?
What do you mean? With me here, you won't be able to focus on whatever you're doing.
I'll be fine, just stay.
Alright, if you're sure. You're a strange one, you know that? When I came in earlier, people couldn't leave fast enough. They ran away like I was a bad smell. I should be used to that sort of thing by now, but... well, it stung a little bit.
I mean, fair? That's terrible.
I almost don't blame them. Everyone must have heard the rumors by now. A girl who summons monsters when she sighs. That's not the kind of thing people keep to themselves. Anyway, I prefer solitude. It's easier that way.
Hi, Eco. Are you a tired bean?
Hi, Eco. Are the rumors true?
You really didn't know? Yeah, the rumors are true as heck. That's why the Knights stuck me in Abyss. If anything was going to happen, better down there than up here. That was the idea anyway.
The heck? I see.
Oh, you had that look on your face. The yikes, get this creep away from me look. It's okay. I'll leave.
Not what I thought.
Look how dangerous I am after all. You wouldn't want to be left alone with someone like me. Who knows? Maybe I'll get exasperated and without thinking I'll start to...
Shook. So a yawn doesn't count?
No.
It was just a yawn. That's a relief.
This is a very specific
Sorry
power.
to scare you, Chatterbox. I don't usually do that. Guess I haven't been getting enough sleep. Everybody talking about me like I'm some freak. It's been bothering me.
That's fair. You're worrying me.
It doesn't matter. Gossip is petty and a waste of energy, so there's no need for me to pay it any mind.
That's fair. Still.
The funny thing is, all this drama has made me more likely to lose my cool. If that happens, you'll help me out, right?
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Aw.
Poor girl. Yawn summons kittens and puppies. Can that be my special ability? That'd be great. Okay, thanks.
We had a great result.
Yay. Did it.
Did it.
To do.
To do.
One step before the next step.
I still have
Put
much
one
to
foot
learn.
in front of the other. You're welcome. Wish there was a huge option added with the DLC. Happy could get them by the dozen. Oh, a hug option?
Hug, not huge.
Huge option. I can read. To do where? Oh, my neck just cracked in all the ways.
Oh. Did it.
By looking left and right. It was so good. Not sure I want to see the huge option abused.
There's one note.
My bad.
I thought being a noble meant having some sway in life. I thought if I told people I want to stay locked up in my room, they leave me be.
Aww. It's just bad luck when you're one day everyone will listen to you and the price you pay for free. The second one, middle one. Aw, yay!
Yay! Poor Bernie.
I did it. I did good.
You did good.
Love a good neck crack, right? I can't do it on purpose.
I can. Eco hates it. We got some fruits here. That's good. What is the most likely thing to give us fruit? Because that's what we need most. Fruits and veggies, I think. These specifically give plums, but...
Let me hug my
Mixed
daughter.
fruit. We could do that. Veggies? Me too, Lacius. Me too.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Hey! Oh my god.
You do it to intimidate people? I don't know if I have a good one in me right now. Gross everybody out in the chat. I can see.
Pop.
I don't know. Let me see.
Ah!
That was a little one. There we go.
Ah! That's all your neck?
That was my neck, yeah.
Oh my god.
My knuckles.
I
There
mean,
we
yeah,
go.
I can do knuckles. Freaks me out thinking of a neck though. Because then
I do that to my
I
neck
just
all the
do.
time.
Knuckles.
My back. My
can
feet
do
can
my
perpetually
knees.
crack.
Yeah,
I like
same with
my
my
ankles.
knees.
Yeah.
I freaked out my boss once with that. He's like, "Oh, it sounds like metal. Stop it."
Xanado's treasure fruit? Is that what that said? We're getting some like rare meat here. I guess Sothis wanted us to eat this time.
Finally.
I know. Last time she was like, starve. I don't care.
Freak.
Oh, we never read Claude's
Freak.
letter.
Well, F.
We should do that. Oh, we also
Probably.
have this that we need to give to people.
All right.
Jar containing
minute,
oil
one
for
every 2
weapon
seconds.
maintenance.
Yeah.
Probably belongs to
You're
someone who
gonna give
collects
poor Ego
weapons.
PTSD.
That's used in one of the ingredients for the best stat boosting meal. Which one? The Xanadu fruit? Yeah, I agree, Hikari.
Iko's gonna eat ice cream in the tub to deal with the trauma. Fair.
That's Petra's. This might be Ferd's.
You pair it with the goddess
his
messenger?
Oh, okay. So his letter says, "Happy birthday, Teach. You're always working so hard. We got you this so you'd stop that." Kidding, of course.
Aw. And why'd they get us?
It's just a letter. I don't know. We didn't actually get a gift. Your gift is pretend, I guess.
Well, this is why.
A prized fruit as red as blood that grows in Xanadu cooks into a dish that boosts magic and resistance. Interesting. Maybe we'll save that for one of the later battles. Like do that dish beforehand.
Legit.
You guys will have to remind me though. I'll forget because I rarely do the cooking. The gift is usually a ring, was it?
Oh, well. This is why. I'll be stuck in my head.
Well.
Hi, creep ass.
Creep ass. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the goddess messenger again. That's all we're getting, but, you know, at least it was good.
At least it was good. Hey.
Jeez, Cat, are you so bored that you're falling asleep?
I don't mean it.
I was hoping we could trade stuff in Animal Crossing after the stream, but you might be
try.
fast asleep by that time.
I won't be fast.
Well, we'll find out, Linhart.
Rude?
Well, that was loud.
The fuck?
Jeez. Dramatic?
It was dramatic.
It was. Oh, we should probably watch these before we... Are you gonna come... Okay, there you are. That took a long time.
It's just gone for now. It's fine.
It's fine.
She's feeling
Everyone's
angry.
working hard. I guess even the strongest fighters can't neglect their training.
True.
At it again? Or is she still at it?
Oh, a spectator. If you want to ogle, you ought to be a little less conspicuous.
Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just passing by. I couldn't help but wonder though, have you been training all this time?
Yes, I'm simulating prolonged combat. Fighting for a long time requires a whole different set of skills. If you can't handle it in training, you'll certainly be doomed against the real thing.
I can't even imagine having what it takes to keep that up for so long.
You've been in your share of battles. I'm sure you have some sense of what it takes. A brutal, protracted clash in open marshland, neither side retreating. In that situation, what will you do? Your survival depends on decisions you make in the moment.
I see why you're so successful.
Most importantly, don't give up. Don't start thinking about how you might lose or might die. Focus on surviving, on winning.
You're right. I've been narrow-minded. I had decided, since I don't have a crest and can't use relics, that I'm powerless against someone like you. But that's wrong. I'm not helpless. Not as long as I'm breathing and on my feet. So, the first thing I'm going to do is learn how to beat you. When you're unarmed, at least.
That's the spirit, Leonie. Though I'm not planning on losing either, you know.
Good. I hope you're ready, because I'm going to train even harder than you.
You remind me of myself when I was young. I would become so angry at my own weakness. I feel strangely nostalgic seeing that same anger in you.
Oh, and look, Leonie is also a Stan. They're the same person.
Just for different people.
That's right. They both want to be stepped on. It's just a different person.
Just a different person.
Hey, Petra. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your need?
She's always in a
I
tree.
didn't actually think you'd be here.
You think I am not here, but you were calling for me.
It seemed best to call out as soon as I arrived. I can never tell when you're here, and it wouldn't be good for my heart if you just dropped in from out of nowhere.
When I was arriving,
Like she just
I
did.
called out for Claude, too. I was thinking it would give me joy if you were here.
Is that a fact? I'm honored. Anyway, I see you beat me here today. Say, Petra, wouldn't it be great if, no matter how bad the war gets, at least this place stayed peaceful?
Yes, I think so. I like this tree. It gives me calmness.
I like this tree too. It feels like it's always welcoming and reliable.
But when the war has ended, I must be leaving this tree. I must be returning to Bridget. Claude, my grandfather has been saying I must find a husband of Fodlin.
Whoa, where did that come from? You sly
That's random.
minx, have you been searching for a suitor all this time?
If Fodlin and Bridget become bound by marriage, it will give my grandfather great joy.
Well, you are a princess, so it makes sense that you have obligations.
I am not having an obligation. I will only be marrying if I find a good person.
So, you just need to find a man who meets your expectations. That could be tricky.
No, I will be finding one. It will not be a problem.
She's so confident.
And who's the lucky
She
fellow?
is.
It is my secret. I will not be telling him yet.
I see. Do you think he can give you the kind of future you deserve?
I am not knowing about the future. But my my perfect husband could be him. And if he gives
Perfection.
refusal, I will be tying him up and dragging him home.
I'm sure the lucky man will learn to accept his fate one way or
Oh
another.
my god, Petra.
Besides, I doubt any man would reject a proposal from a catch like you.
Oh my god!
Yes, please, Tim!
Damn, Petra!
She's like, yes, he's coming with. It's fine.
That did escalate quickly. Holy
That was
shit!
amazing. Damn. That was amazing.
Ingrid, hello.
Yes,
Claude's
Claude?
like, I don't want to talk to you.
Apparently.
Listen, I know you and I don't always get along. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry if my way of being is upsetting to you.
If anyone should be making apologies, it's probably me. I've been overly harsh toward you on more than one occasion. As you might have noticed, I'm close friends with a certain someone who has caused me no end of trouble since we were very young. You remind me a bit of him, and I think I've projected my annoyances at him onto you, at times.
You're talking about Sylvain, right? Are he and I really that similar?
Claude's
Not
like,
in
I need
every
to reevaluate
I
myself.
certainly seem to treat those
Yeah,
of the
apparently.
opposite gender with quite a bit more respect, for one thing.
Well,
Yep.
now, I'll take that as a compliment.
You also speak to me in a much more amicable manner than my dear friend ever does.
Okay, I have to ask you something, but only if you promise not to show me your angry lines again. Doesn't that straight-laced personality of yours make life harder than it needs to be? I feel like there are plenty of people who'd like to get to know you better, but who are scared off by your, well, intense attitude.
Oh, really?
Really. I'd say that especially applies to most of the folks you go around giving lectures to. We're all friends here, Ingrid. We all trust each other with our very lives on the battlefield. Shouldn't we try to accept each other?
You have a point.
I sure do. Besides, with a cute face like yours, I bet you could win anyone over if you just threw out a smile now and then.
I've got better
Rude.
things to
Don't
concern
tell her to
myself
smile.
with. In any case, you speak as though you know so much about wooing the masses. But I would wager that many of our classmates find it difficult to trust one as slovenly as yourself.
Oh, another lecture. I see you took my words to heart. Look, let's just call a truce, shall we? How about we agree that we could both learn something from our chat today? If you'll make an effort to smile more, I'll try my best.
Just
to
don't
set a
say
better
it like
example
that.
for
Like he
everyone.
should say like loosen up.
Seems like an unreasonable
You know
thing
what
to
I mean?
ask of you.
That
I
would
wonder
have
if
been a
I
better way to
agree
put
with
it.
such a thing.
And
Yeah.
it's perhaps equally wild to ask an ice block like you to melt.
Okay,
Let's give it a try.
Claude.
Wow,
What do you say?
that was rude.
I suppose
That
it's only
was
virtuous
rude.
to ask as much of myself as I'm asking of you. Very well. I accept your challenge.
See, this support set could have been deleted in favor of other ones that we never get. I'm just saying.
Well, that happened.
We don't really
The
need to see the
support is
two of
just
them.
Awful. Claude, that was dangerously close to smile beautiful. Yeah. Could have been edited and still be in character. Hell yeah.
Right.
Hello, Flane. Isn't it about time you told me the truth?
About what exactly?
Leave Flane alone.
Who you really are. Villains are after you for your blood. There's no doubt that you're someone special. And that's why Sedith is always worrying about you so much, right?
Well, yes. I see no reason to hide that fact.
But just what makes that blood of yours so special?
It's
More
very
than anything,
tasty.
I've been wanting to find out Teach's true identity. But yours is bothering me almost as much. Somehow, I can't seem to stop thinking about you. It's almost like a crush. I have a crush on your secrets,
Oh,
sweet
don't like
flame.
that.
That's a weird way to put that.
That is a very weird way to put that.
I've tried asking Sedith, but there's no sign of him budging on the
Oh,
issue.
good luck with that one,
At this
Claude.
point, I guess
Yeah.
I just need better bargaining skills. Or how about this? If you tell me the truth, I'll do anything you say.
That is not something I am willing to share, unfortunately. However, since you are so passionate on the matter, I will promise you something.
What's that?
If you somehow manage to uncover the truth of my identity, I will acknowledge it as truth.
That's real nice of you and all, but I think if I could come up with the truth, I'd be able to tell from your reaction anyway. You're not great at hiding your emotions, after all.
If
Rude.
you do somehow figure it out, then I would ask something of you, Claude. I would ask that you reveal your own true identity.
Now that's a request I wasn't expecting.
Oh, snap.
It has been clear to
She
me for quite
knows.
some time now that you are no ordinary noble. I have been pondering, well, you, quite a lot lately. The curiosity is enough to drive me mad.
I see. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. Looks like we both have a little crush on our hands, huh?
No.
I hope the day comes when we
No.
can
It's a
talk
weird way to
freely
put
about
it.
both of our identities.
I don't know. I don't like them together.
That's fair.
It's hard to really picture Flane with anybody because she seems so young.
Right. Can you romance her as male, Byleth?
I think so. You can get an A or you can get an S support. I don't know what it entails because I haven't gotten it. But you can at least get an S support with her. So I'm assuming so. I mean, so far the only person... I mean, Raphael's supports with Flane are not really romantic. They're more like brother-sister, which I like.
Yeah.
Hers with Ferd are kind of leaning more towards the romantic, and I don't mind those as much. Maybe because it seems like Ferdinand is more respectful. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, like, for some reason, her and Claude, I just don't really like.
That's fair. I don't either. Doesn't jive.
Nice work. Here you go. Drink up.
Oh, thank you. This water tastes absolutely divine.
Your shouts are really coming from the gut now. I bet you're getting stronger too.
I'm not so sure I'm stronger, but somehow, when I shout, I'm able to move more books than normal. Although my brother becomes very anxious anytime he hears me shouting. I do suppose
Fair.
my body feels a bit
Love of
sturdier now, though.
passion.
I'm so
Rose,
very
damn it.
grateful to you, Raphael.
Oh no, thank you. I'm just happy to have someone to shout with.
But doesn't
Pure.
all this shouting keep you from your precious workout regimen?
Nah, don't worry about that. I think I'm in better shape now than I was before. My muscles work overtime when they hear you shouting so close to me.
Isn't
That's
that
how muscles
wonderful?
work. They're
Come
sentient.
along, Raphael's muscles. We can do this.
Just Raphael's.
It's my wish
Oh my
that
god.
someday I'll be able to
Come
lift up
along,
all my
Raphael's
own
muscles.
thoughts of mine.
I'm sure they will.
Oh,
I used
Flame.
to think you were lost cause, but look at you now. If you really want to get there, you got to start training your muscles when we shout, all right? You've already got big brains. But if we can get you big muscles too, you're going to be invincible.
Invincible.
Aw.
I like the sound of that.
Oh my god.
So pure.
It is pure.
Fusro dog, god damn it. So
That
pure.
was just the end.
That is just them screaming. It's
Oh
fine.
my god. This feels like a Buds at the Gym support. It does. It's adorable.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was really hoping we got Flynn and Sediths. Alright. Well, are you ready, Kat? For their
I'm
last
ready.
support? Are you ready?
Yeah.
The good one.
Manuela, about what we discussed earlier with regard to Saint Cethline, I feel the need to correct your misapprehensions.
Oh, I won't expose your passion to the light of day. I told you I can keep a secret.
That's not it at all. How can I make you see? I suppose there is no other way. Allow me to tell you a very old story.
What kind of story? Is it about your past? Because there's a story I could enjoy hearing.
I once had a wife. She passed from this world a very long time ago.
Shook!
She was wise, kind of heart, and always smiling. A most wonderful woman. Not long after we married, we were blessed with a child. A girl.
You had a wife and a daughter? Why would you have kept
Well, he
that
still has a
secret?
daughter.
To protect my daughter. That has been my foremost concern ever since I had the misfortune to lose my wife. It is my daughter who resembles Saint Cethline. That is why I make my oath to this statue.
Your story doesn't sound right to me. I don't mind saying it.
Why is that?
When you talked about your ideal woman before, your description was almost exactly Saint Cethline. Now you're telling me your daughter is a perfect match?
It is not an exact resemblance. My daughter, for instance, is neither proper nor quiet. In any case, even in
Especially
matters of
lately,
love,
she's been
an
screaming.
ideal seldom lives up to
Apparently.
reality. That is the way of the world.
Do it again. Say, the way of the world with a serious face. You're so stern and proper, but you really can be quite funny. I love a man who can make me laugh.
My wife used to say the same thing. I never quite understood what was so funny.
I sound like your late wife? Don't tell me. I actually
I love
resemble
him.
her, don't I?
I
Mirror
don't get what's so
image, I bet.
funny.
Absolutely not. Though, no, unthinkable.
The way you say it, I suppose I must resemble her a little. Well, isn't that an honor? Say, Sedith,
Aw.
have you ever considered remarrying? You know, just so you're not alone?
It is not a thought that has ever crossed my mind. I have been too preoccupied with fatherhood.
It's been a long time since your wife passed, right? You should
Manuela's
start
not
thinking
subtle.
about it. There could be someone who finds you handsome, someone close by, maybe
Aw.
even right in front of you.
No,
Whatever
she's
you
not
said
subtle at
just
all.
now, I
He's like,
didn't
what?
quite hear. Actually,
He
no.
just blocked it out.
I never even considered it an option until you brought it up just now. My daughter will not want to remain by my side forever. Perhaps it is time I thought about it.
I'd be happy to help you mull it over if you like. How about tonight? We could go out for a drink.
Are we back to this again? Very well. Just see that you do not drink too much. I would rather not have to carry you home.
Aww. And he smiled.
He is, though.
Cute, though.
It
I
is.
can actually see how they get together then. And also, she doesn't have to worry about having another kid. We got one, so. Or having a kid, because he won't want another. Because she was already saying she doesn't want a child.
Yep. Yeah, I actually did end up liking their supports. Much more than I thought I would, so they're actually pretty cute.
That's fair. I just hear the meows in the distance.
So that leaves Hanneman, Alois, and Lorenz.
Oh my god. We're almost done.
With hers, anyway.
I know. There's so many. Probably a lot we won't get.
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly it's longer after time skip, but... Still. She's one step away from runway lights leading her to that. Oh, leading to... I read that wrong. But, I mean, we already know Manuela's just thirsty for anything. That's a man.
This is a...
I did not...
Unfortunately.
She has some standards, though, because remember in Sylvain's support,
true.
she
Yeah.
was like,
Nope.
So, I don't think she's that...
That desperate?
Yes.
Fair.
Meals always taste best when it is a company of 3 or more at the table.
Do you not enjoy eating when it's just the two of us? You wound me, Flame.
You wound me.
This is a serious support. Why you laugh? That cracks me up. He's like, I'm not funny. I don't get it.
I'm so confused.
All right, who do you want to put Claude with?
Let's do Hilda.
Hilda?
Yeah, curious to see him and Hilda do more things.
Okay. If. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, if.
I found one.
Yay.
This meager meal isn't enough to fill me up. I'd really prefer a daily lavish feast.
Feasts are special because they're kind of rare. If you had a feast every day, you'd start to be sick of them.
No, you wouldn't. How dare you tell me that?
How dare.
Don't you assume how big my stomach is.
All right, you want to do a Catherine support? Or try to get one?
Sure. Let's do Eloise.
Okay.
Mostly because it'd be funny to just watch him talk about his family and her just being like, God, get me out of here.
I feel like that's Alois' support with like everyone is just God, get me out of here.
Fact.
Of course, Catherine likes this meal, but he doesn't. The struggle, man. Struggle of feeding my students.
They're even adults.
I know. And they're still... Oh, there we go. Hi, Theron.
Hello.
We're forcing our students to eat.
Yep.
You know, as you do. Forcing food down their throat.
As you do. Yep.
As you do. Alright, who you want to go for
Sounds
now?
right. Petra.
Petra and?
I don't know what's... Wow. Bernie.
Bernie? Okay. Well, that's not gonna happen.
Petra and... What was the other ones?
Do you still want to try to get Dorothea? I don't know if we can, though, because...
Yeah, I don't... If we
like
can, cool.
I feel like they don't really have too much overlap.
They just might need to be paired up in battle.
Yeah.
I'm upset you can't romance a lot of people as female Byleth, can I be honest?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the women. Go down.
You can marry Mom, though.
True. Let's do her and Cyril, I guess.
Alright.
My bad about not knowing about Mom.
This is so good. Can I?
It is your bad.
Wasn't expecting her to flirt with me. It caught me off guard.
Mercy is secretly a pervert.
Apparently.
Headcanon.
That's how she throws all that shade, too.
Great.
She has zero fear. Mercy is thirsty. That needs to be a t-shirt. It's just her winking.
How about Connie and Ferd?
Ooh, exquisite.
Delicious.
The Pokemon together.
The Pokemon?
Yeah, because they both say their name.
I'm not disagreeing with you. That's just a great way to put it.
You're welcome. Zero fear and zero fucks. It's true.
Oh, no, not this one.
That?
Oh, we getting some supports.
We are. A few. Not many.
God damn it.
That looks
That looks delicious.
We have 2 more. And very little food. Such is life.
Such is life.
You want to do... You want to do Lysithea and Linhardt? Or Sylvain and Ingrid? Or...
Lysithea and Linhardt. The L's.
Okay. The L's.
Squad.
We could do Sylvain and Mercy or Sylvain and Ingrid.
eating delicious.
This is...
Which one do you want to do?
I'm sorry, say the options again.
Sylvain and Mercy or Sylvain and Ingrid. Or I guess we could do Dorothy and Hanneman.
Mercy.
Mercy?
Yeah.
This is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we did everything. Oh, wait, were we supposed to give Hilda stuff? Supply run. Okay.
I'm pretty heavy.
I guess we don't have all of that. That's fine. Oh, geez. Support's just popped up all over the freaking place.
Hi, I'm a support.
Hello.
It is I.
Pardon me.
That's right. Get out of my way.
Move, bitch.
Great. Curious now how Linhardt's doing. Well,
I guess we're doing it.
I guess so.
Ah, yes. Professor, what brings you out so late?
I could ask you the same.
I've been worrying about something. I asked you once to help me achieve my goal of being a person who can simply nap all day. Then I thought, if the world becomes a peaceful place, all my crest research might be for naught.
Oh no, why is that?
Well, I don't see how crests have much use in times of peace. Certainly there are crests that make you stronger and could be used in engineering. And I suppose crests that increase magical abilities might help doctors heal injuries. Still, the possibilities seem limited. It's as if crests were designed to be used only in times of war. Their power meant to bring about death and destruction.
Maybe you're right.
I cannot prove what I say is true, but suppose for a moment that it is. The longer this war goes on, the more useful my crest research becomes. But if the war were to end today, we would go on living, perhaps not using the power of our crests at all. It is truly my dream to be a crest scholar, but I also dream of all the wonderful naps peace would bring. Saying it all out loud, it feels a rather stupid thing to worry over. Knowledge or peace, sleep or war.
It's not stupid.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the sentiment. Although if I stop researching crests, I'll have one less excuse to spend time with you.
That's weird, don't.
Professor, don't make faces like that. People like you, who listen to my blathering and then nod and smile as though what I say matters, people like you are very precious to me.
You're unraveling your own theory, bud. He was a little bit. I am
All
for
these
sure a person
people
who can nap all day. I mean, same.
want to talk to us.
You're so popular. Gonna be popular.
Oh god.
Catherine, yeah.
That was one of Linhardt's better supports. Yes, I would agree.
I was trying to catch you off guard, but
Fuck
you
off,
managed to block
Catherine.
it. Not too shabby, Professor.
He just like threw a sword at us.
How rude. That was dangerous.
Ma'am?
Oh, come on. Look at the blade I threw. It's just a wooden training sword.
Splinters?
At worst, you could have gotten a bruise or perhaps a splinter.
Splinters.
Let's agree it was funny and move on.
Splinters.
No, let's not.
It could have been hurt. It could have hurt enough. Could have been hurt enough.
Aw, poor thing. Aren't you used to getting
Wow.
hurt? You've been in your
Shut
fair
up,
share of
Catherine.
battles.
What the fuck?
Besides, I knew you'd dodge in time. I told you before that I was
Go
going
shove
to
your head
observe
back
you.
up Ray's ass.
Since then, I've been watching you.
Seriously, what the
I
fuck?
know what you're capable of.
Please don't stare at me.
I
Weren't
took
you just
steps to
giving
make
Leonie
myself
shit for
invisible,
staring
so I
at
could
you?
observe you without
And now you're
being
gonna be staring at
detected.
me?
I hardly let you out of my sight.
Seriously, though.
After extensive research, I've concluded that you really are first rate. Your sword skills are impeccable, you're a gifted educator, you clearly love working with the students. Someone with all of your exceptional qualities should not exist, but here you are. At first, I thought Gerald was the reason for Lady Rhea's interest in you. But no, Lady Rhea knew exactly what she was doing when she singled you out.
You would not
Unfortunately,
agree if
I
we were
can't
playing
hope to
Crimson
emulate
Flower.
you, let alone wield the sword of the creator. So my plan of imitating you for Lady Rhea's attention has come to nothing.
Well, so you're going to stop watching me?
Please?
Please?
I didn't say
Stop.
that.
Oh god damn it.
When we rescue Lady Rhea, I'll provide her a full report of your activities. Hopefully,
I don't
then
want
I'll
that.
be in her good graces. Oh,
Don't want that
and
either.
don't think you can avoid being watched. I won't let you out of my sight.
Hello, police.
Hello, police. I would like to file a restraining order against Thunderbrand Catherine.
Eco, are you in chat? Because I would love a half and half if you are.
I would love a half and half.
On.
The way you said it.
What?
On.
Would. On. Are you on chat? No, rude. Wait,
Rude?
did you try to say no, but you typoed?
Yep.
Eco, if you're trying to be sassy to me, you can't typo. That
F.
takes away your sassiness.
Just a lot of it.
He's standing above you right now.
Professor.
I can do whatever I want. Okay, where's this sassiness coming from, sir? Young man? Young man, we will have a discussion after the stream.
Damn.
Hey, Professor.
gonna be
I
in
think you've been working
trouble.
too much lately. The battle is gonna keep going with or without you, but you're the one doing the most out there. It's real impressive how you can focus on giving orders and fighting. I don't think I could do both in the same battle. I see you running
Bro,
all over
same.
the place. Even after
We
the
are
battle's
always
over.
running
I
all
just
over the
don't want you to
monastery,
wear
all over
yourself
the
out.
battlefield.
Also, fact. Maybe I am tired.
Aren't we all, though? It's just
You gotta
us
take
right
a break
now
when you
as
can.
a
Even when
collective
you're feeling
world.
fine, it could suddenly
Maybe I am just tired.
No offense, Professor, but don't you think some folks might be taking advantage of you? Claude keeps asking you to do things, but you never say no. Like when you gave that speech to the troops. That didn't seem like something you wanted to do.
We just
I
don't
know
like to
you
talk
gotta
to
follow
people.
orders on the battlefield.
Fact.
But you shouldn't have to do things off the battlefield if you don't wanna.
I mean, fair. You've done things you didn't want to do.
It's cute that he's
What do you mean?
being concerned.
Like studying?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
it's not my
studying?
favorite thing in the world, but that was to keep my little sis fed. I had good reason for it.
Alright. It's the same for me.
Yeah, I gotta keep all of you
Same,
fed.
huh?
I'm trying. I've taken you to how many
I think I
dinners?
get what you mean.
Seriously,
You do
though.
things you don't want to do for the sake of everyone else. That's real noble of you, Professor. I guess I can't get in your way if you're doing it for the right reasons. Okay then. I'm gonna keep trying to do my best. But now, I'm gonna do it for you. My little sis is important to me. But you're real important too. I always work hard for the people who matter to me. And having more of them in my life just means I gotta work even harder. What do you think?
Well, I think you're important to me too, Raphael.
Really? I wasn't expecting you to say that. You're gonna make me blush. We gotta keep working hard together then. At least until this war's
This is
over.
cute.
I'll
This
work
is
to
cute.
make sure you
I haven't
don't
seen this
collapse
one
from
either because
exhaustion.
I never got to
You got
recruit
nothing to worry
Raphael
about,
in Crimson
Professor.
Flower.
I've been training non-stop. I got your back, no matter what.
Aww.
That was sweet.
It was. I still need to get his S support.
Precious.
It's too bad Balthus wasn't named Leonardo, and just like all the beefy guys were just named after the Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Professor.
Hi, Leonie.
Hi, I guess.
Hi, I guess.
Hey, Professor.
Why don't you go
Can
watch
we talk?
Catherine?
I feel terrible about the last time we spoke. I was
Sure.
trying to apologize and just ended up losing my temper again.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
That's what you do.
Literally what you do. It's alright, I guess.
I figured you'd say that, but I still feel like an idiot. Somehow, I just have a hard time keeping my feelings in check around you. And I think if I don't just tell you what I'm thinking, we'll never be able to have a normal conversation. So, let me clear the air.
I hate you. I wish that Geralt was my dad and not your dad.
Engage.
Seriously, though.
You want to get engaged? Can we say that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
I want to see her
You want to get
reaction.
engaged?
Yeah, I...
Shook.
Wait, what? No, I mean in a duel.
She said yes.
I know it's a sudden thing to ask, but I'm not going to feel settled until I know where I stand. Would you do that for me?
Alright.
First mammal and now Leonie, oh my.
I'm just getting all the girls.
Don't hold back, okay?
Well,
I want to see
it is
at your
you.
absolute best.
Are you surprised? Hui, hui, hui.
Hui, 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 hui.
Phew. You got me. I'm completely outmatched.
You held your own.
Maybe, but you were definitely stronger. Honestly, that's what I needed to see. You're a true successor to Captain Gerald's style of swordplay. I almost felt like you were him. I thought I was competing with you, but that's as pointless as competing against him would have been. So instead of that, I'm going to focus on keeping the promise I made to him.
What promise?
Captain Gerald said that if anything should happen to him, I'd have to support you in his place.
I am now your dad.
At the time, but it was right
Great.
before he, before we lost him. So I've decided I'd like to do just what he said. I know I'm not as strong as I need to be, but I swear to you, I'll train until I am. What do you say? Can I call you my employer?
Can I call you my daughter?
I know I can count on you.
So what Leonie really wanted was to be a daddy. If she can't have one, she wants to be one. Now I'm your daddy.
Now I'm your
Oh my
dad.
gosh. Oh jeez.
Let's see.
God damn it.
God damn it, indeed.
Everyone, listen up. I have a proposal.
You're proposing
We are now
too?
building our forces in order to rise up against the Imperial Army. But it wouldn't be smart for us to fight under the banner of the Alliance. That would only incite the lords who support the Empire. We've also combined forces with the Knights of Seros. Therefore, I suggest that we operate under a new symbol. That's why I've prepared this. You may recognize it as the Crest of Flames, which resides in Teach. the phantom crest that has reappeared after more than 1,000 years. We're attempting our own
That one
miracle,
soldier looks
so it
real
seems like a
happy
suitable
about
symbol for us. So,
It's
until
like,
we walk
I made
on
this.
of a new age in
I made this myself.
let's fight to the very end. As
I'm gonna
one,
put it on the
under
fridge.
the symbol of the crest of flames.
Oh my god, how many people are in this room?
I don't know, but they
Destroying the
excited.
monastery, you've somehow roped everyone into fighting back against the Empire.
If you recall, I never technically asked anyone to join us. If anything, we have Teach's achievements to thank. Now that you mention it, I guess I should express my gratitude. Hey, friend.
I like it.
I like it.
Because it has a
Without
crest
you,
on
the
it.
knights never would have joined our cause.
God.
I can never pay you back for that.
I was drinking water. You're welcome.
Just leave it to me, Teach. When this fight
that's
is over, I plan to see all of my dreams come to fruition. And yours as well.
What are your dreams, Claude?
Well, for example, to bust open Fodlan's throat. There's a massive
sounds
fortress
nasty.
there, which is responsible for protecting the eastern border of the Alliance. I like to think of it as a lid on a bottle. The people of Fodlan only know a small part of the world. Their prejudices are born because they don't know what lies beyond their borders. And the opposite is true too. Those outside of Fodlan don't know about this place. Ignorance breeds discrimination. Whether you look inside the bottle or outside of it, if you
Half
really
and
look,
half.
all you'll find are people who you can get along with if you only try. That's why I want to bust open that lid, which is keeping us locked inside, or destroy the bottle entirely.
Are you going to tell our allies about this?
I'll find the right time to bring it up. Even if I talked about it now, it doesn't seem realistic, does it? First, we need to defeat the Empire and restore peace to... Huh?
Professor, Claude, we're under attack.
Oh shit.
I guess we'll have to cut our conversation short. What's going on, Leonie?
Is it Bay?
It's a small group, but some Imperial troops are headed this way. It looks like they were stationed nearby.
I've got to hand it to Edelgard. Nothing gets past that woman.
Nope.
We
Is she
should,
Bay?
we should proceed cautiously.
As long as we don't let our guard down, there's no way they can defeat us. This will be our first battle alongside the Knights of Seros. Let's kick off our new partnership with a magnificent victory.
Not just a victory, a magnificent one.
A beautiful victory.
Beautiful. All right. And support.
Ah. I think we only have two.
There you are, Lysithia. I've been looking for you. So, I have a hypothesis about your crests.
I know you're the one who sent me that anonymous letter. There are
What?
things we must discuss. Ugh, it sounded like some bizarre love letter.
You?
What? No, of course not. However, I wonder what you would have done if it was.
Now I'm just confused
Linhart.
and grossed out.
I'm sorry, but that is not the overall topic of discussion. Do pay attention.
Pay attention to you? As though anything you say is worth listening to.
Wow.
It's not like you can tell me
Roasted?
anything I don't already know.
You don't have a very positive opinion of your crests, do you? That's why you should listen to me. I've dug through all my books, and there's no record of anyone being born with two crests. You are, to be blunt, an impossible occurrence. For you to have a second crest, it must have been forcibly implanted after birth.
Is that your theory then?
Yes, it is. To further the theory, if the power exists to implant a crest, then it must be possible to remove one too. And that is the real issue at hand.
I could have one removed?
That's what Hanneman is working on understanding. I'm helping him with it.
Professor
Does she
Hanneman.
want to?
No, she does. She wants her one of
Based
her
on your
crests
reaction,
removed.
It seems you want one of your crests removed. I don't think I'd give up having two crests if I were you.
Is that so? Even if you'd gone through horrifying experiments, endless trauma, and if you knew that all this pain meant you'd die very, very young, that's what you'd think? You're completely lacking in empathy, so of course you would make such a crass and foolish assumption.
Correct.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, Lysithia has an interesting history.
Poor girl.
Hello, Felix. So, it was your turn to clean out the greenhouse.
They match! I just realized.
Oh my god.
They
Same
match!
teal.
I went ahead and took care of it. I also cleaned up the warehouse.
Oh my god.
Why?
Hello there!
I just wanted to help you out.
Marine
So
bio, thank you for the
that's-
follow.
Okay, fine. I'm bribing you, so you'll forget.
Forget what?
Are you really gonna make me say it? Before, in the greenhouse, I want you to forget what you saw and heard. If you agree to forget about it, I'll take your
Obviously
shift in
didn't
the
keep it in a
stables.
jar and I will
Do we
name
have
it
a deal?
George. Damn.
No thanks.
No? But that's not okay! You have to forget about it, right this moment!
I can't. It's permanently etched in my memory. A mountain of sweets, as well as steaks and cakes. Stacks of them, apparently. I'm also intrigued by those bear and swamp beastie songs you mentioned. Ah, and I've been meaning to ask
Also,
about
it's
the move
impressive
that
he
went
remembers
along
this
with
after 5 years.
crumbs and yums.
Mm-hmm.
Was that fencing footwork?
Oh, stop it, Felix! You're a villain!
Hmm?
You think you're so funny? Keeping a straight face while mocking my singing and dancing? Well, you have to forget about it. Please. What if I make you a nice steak dinner? You like steak, don't you, Felix? It'll be yummy.
This isn't about steak. I just...
Fine. Be stubborn. Tell the whole world for all I care.
I wonder
I'll
if he
just
likes
learn to
her.
live
He
with
just
the funny
doesn't
looks
know
I'll
how
get
to
from everyone.
tease.
They'll all say, "There goes that."
I don't think he's trying to tease. I think he's just
about food.
being
You're just the
serious.
villains, Felix.
And she thinks there's an ulterior motive, and there's not.
I was just trying to be nice.
See?
Funny ideas about food. Even the bullies in her head are ridiculous. I really
Aw.
don't understand that girl.
And that's why you like her, don't lie.
I think he
That's why
actually
you
does
match.
like music. Or singing. I think he genuinely likes her singing.
That wouldn't surprise me.
But yeah, he's actually trying to be nice to someone. Jeez, Annette, let him be nice to one
God.
person.
Seriously, though.
He's never nice to anyone.
Facts.
All right, so I'm assuming you want to call it a night.
Yeah, I'm a little sleepy.
I know you're sleepy bean. Because the next thing is a mission.
Okay.
So you want to wait
Would that
until
be
next
better?
week? I don't care. Either way. Like, we can wait until next week and just jump right into the mission and do the battle. And then do exploration.
We could do that with a cliffhanger.